Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Like I said, Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me, man. You already know what it is, man. We got NB1, one of one. You already know what it is. Lamelo Ball, Phoenix rising out the ash, man. I appreciate everybody for checking with us right now. We got an exciting evening tonight. Who knows who you might see tonight? Who knows what news could break tonight? It could be one of those nights. It's Flight Sports. I want to appreciate everybody's support. But today is a game day, goddammit. And it's a little bit, I wouldn't call it lackluster, but it's a little bit of sizzle is missing. And it's coming from my man ZO2 Lonzo Ball, ladies and gentlemen. If Lonzo Ball was here, this would be a Super Bowl stage tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about the Grand Concourse, crab legs, lobster, one of those nights, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. But no ZO2 tonight. It is what it is. But we do have the one of one, ladies and gentlemen. And I got Lamelo Ball cooking big time tonight. They got to get over the skid that they're on right now. The Hornets have hit a little touch up right now. They got to get themselves situated. And I got all the confidence in the world that it's going to happen. Today is the night, to get this stride back on track, ladies and gentlemen. The Hornets had a promising season. They've overcome hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. So I don't understand why they won't overcome this one. It's Flight Sports TV. It's definitely about to go down, man. Shout out Rico. Shout out Thunder. Man, it's about to be a good one. I got Lamelo going for a damn near triple-double, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm talking crazy tonight. Yes. Shout out to all my Lamelo Ball fans and my Hornets fans. I'm rocking with the one of one today. It's no Lonzo Ball, but it's so much on the Bulls side to talk about because we all know the personnel they got over there. It will not be easy tonight on these Charlotte Hornets. It's been major moves, ladies and gentlemen, today. The moves don't stop. You got the trade deadline less than 24 hours away. We're going to get all into all of that. You already know what it is. Everybody hit that like button. Quiz, what's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? We live.
What's shaking with you, Flight Sports
TV?
Shout out to you.
I'm excited. We got a game. It's game day. We got Melo Ball, one of one. Damn. What more could you ask for today? What more could we ask for? All we missing is Lonzo Ball to grace that Super Bowl stage. Flight. Yes, it's a game day because I would have really been excited if we had Lonzo tonight too, because it would have been the second matchup of the season between the Bulls and the Hornets, and Lonzo Ball wasn't there. But I'm telling you, we will have our moments on that situation. Who knows how the playoffs might shake up, ladies, and who knows? We might get something crazy. Who knows? Shout out Mad Hat, Meloholic, but this is a tough game for the Hornets, and I can't be mad if Zoe shines. Well, Zoe is not playing today, but the Hornets are definitely going to be in for a tough night no matter what. If Lonzo is there or not, the Sumo is no joke. Levine is no joke. DeRozan is no joke. Vooch is no joke. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bulls are all world. They actually hit a little tough patch themselves. Obviously the Hornets is more evident, but the bottom line is I don't give a damn if it was the Lakers, the Bulls, or the Warriors tonight. The Charlotte Hornets need to get this game over hell or high water, ladies and gentlemen. You got to get back on track. That's the most important priority. Points, rebounds, assists, all that shit is out the window right now. You got to get up on that win column. That's all the Hornets need to be concerned about right now. And that's why I was saying I think Lamelo is just going to give you a jack of all trades tonight, a little bit of everything. But I'm telling you, more than I want to see Melo go for 40, I want to see a win tonight. I don't give a shit if Melo got 9 points tonight. I want a W for the Charlotte Hornets because they got to break out of this funk. You got the All-Star break coming up. You do not want to roll into the All-Star break all fucked up and your season hanging in the balance. After All-Star break, it's time to take that playoff push now. You know, you don't want to come back from All-Star break having to make up ground. You know, they are not closing out this next week and a half. They need to close this next week and a half out strong because they haven't closed out the last week strong. They need to close this out. Because this is the season right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Charlotte Hornets season is right before your very eyes right now. I'm telling you, if they don't make the playoffs, you're going to remember this junction of the season right here. It was because of this junction right now. They did not flip the switch and get back to their winning ways. It's money time right now for the Charlotte Hornets. Quiz, do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. And also, aside from that, you know, I think this is an exciting matchup. A lot of us have waited to see Lonzo versus brother Melo. But one thing I don't know if Lamelo is going to go for the triple-double, but I expect for him, I expect for Miles Bridges to have a big night tonight. But I think that Melo is going to really give it to you because this is a very exciting time for him. First-time All-Star, Lamelo Ball.
That's a big fact. Shout out Jessica in the building. I see N.O. is in the building. Shout out the whole New Orleans.
Yes, sir. This is our first opportunity to see LaMelo Ball with the glow of being an all-star, officially named an all-star. Isn't that crazy?
Yes, it's about damn time, though. I mean, it should have happened the first go-around, but we'll take it any way we can get it. Pause. You understand? So I'm happy that Melo is an all-star. I have nothing else to trip about. You know, that's all we wanted to see. You know, but this will be the last time he's ever replaced me. He will be a unanimous all-star from here on out. You could book that. You heard it here first at Flight Sports. You know,
Yes,
I see Torin in the building. He repping that C-Red Nation. You understand? I'm C-Red for ZO2, but I'm rocking with the Bulls, though. But against the Hornets, I got to roll with the one-of-one. We all know the Bulls got a better basketball team. That's clear. No debating. No debating. And we ain't going to debate that. But the Hornets, on the other hand, like I said, I think they're the underdogs right now. They need to get a win. I'm looking for the Hornets to dig deep and give a gut punch tonight and get this win, you know, no matter what. Shout out to Jessica. The Bulls and Hornets game going to be a good game tonight. That's a fact. I think the Pels play. Do the Pels play tonight? I'm not sure. I'm not following the Pelicans right now. I'm really locked in on the team.
Yo, Flight.
What's up?
All right, we're 24 hours away from the trade deadline.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Right? So check it out, right? The league has been shaken up. And just when you mentioned the Pelicans, that's one of those teams that's been affected. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of movement going around, and it's not over yet. It's not over yet. So you're right. The Hornets definitely do need to step up. The Hornets, because if they don't beat the Bulls now, then they'll have no chance of beating the Bulls. To be honest with you, this is the time to beat the Bulls if you're ever going to beat them, because the Hornets are really in a fight for their life. Like the playoff fight is, you know what I mean? It's serious down there at the bottom. You know what I mean?
Yes, it's very serious. The East is looking like the Western Conference was a few years back. It's looking like the West instead of the East. The way these teams are all just positioned right even. You understand? A game here, a game there. Your ass could slip. You know, I look for the Bulls tonight to really try to go for the gut punch on them as well, because even though they are in two different situations, both of them are currently slipping at the moment.
Yes,
the
sir.
Bulls were the number one seed in the East. They've slipped to the third. I don't know. The East been flip-flopping every single day, so I don't even know if they're in the third right now. It's not even every day. They're flip-flopping by the hour, you know, with the Eastern Conference. But currently, they're the third seed. The Bulls could very well slip to the sixth seed, and nobody's paying attention to that. You know, I mean, this team was in the championship picture. People looked at this team as a finals team, able to get to the finals. But we could very look up and see them in the sixth seed. Right now, they're tied with the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland just made a move, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, they did.
Karis LeVert, they're gonna take their ass to the next hump.
Facts.
You know, after All-Star break, they got Rondo. They made a couple of moves.
The clock is ticking. There's still moves. There might be moves by the time this game is over. More moves to be made.
It might be a move in the middle of the game. You remember how they did Harrison Barnes up in Dallas? They traded his ass in the middle of the game. You remember shit out here?
Somebody might suit up and they might be like, hey,
or people might get moved out in the middle of the game. Ain't nobody safe. You know, shit, you talk about after. Shit, we'll relocate your ass in the middle of the shoot around. You know, we'll send a liaison to you. You understand? Whisper some fly shit in your AirPods. You understand? Yo, we about to get your ass up out of here. You're going to be with the puppy dog eyes like Harrison Barnes was. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
That shit was a meme. That dude looked like he was ready to break down in tears. You know, this rich dude. Everybody take your ass to Sacramento.
It's a cold world as a professional athlete.
Oh, yeah. It's foul. It's foul.
Like, can you imagine that?
I want to see somebody go out like that tonight. They need to do Westbrook like that in the middle of the games. Somebody tap his ass on the shoulder and whisper some shit in his ear. You feel me? You know how they do. They come up to Westbrook, they tap him on the shoulder. They whisper some shit in his ear. You can imagine Westbrook's facial reaction.
Yeah, he's nervous right now. It almost happened last night when they got that bus by them Bucks.
Yo, let me tell you something. Westbrook want to get out the door. He asking for it. They might do that. Listen, to be honest with you, it's only one deal for Westbrook, and it's like almost a wash, and it's for John Wall. Mm-hmm. At this point, you just got to get the hell out of Westbrook. Get John Wall. He's been sitting fresh all season. You know, what you got to lose? You know, that's the only trade. And mind you, it's going to work out for Westbrook because they're going to buy his ass out, and he's just going to be able to sign with whoever. Watch him end up in Brooklyn.
And it'll work out for John Wall because they can't use him as a scapegoat like Russ. Like Russ has become the poster.
No. See, you must not know LeBron James. James, that's what he do. What you mean scapegoat? That's what Bron do. He used everybody for the scapegoat.
Know that. Like we both know that.
Huh?
I know the time. I know what time it is.
Yes, LeBron. You know what's so crazy that you said that? Hold on, wait a minute, dog. I was just listening to LeBron James throw his whole team under the bus. Did you see that press conference before I was watching? I was watching ESPN. Literally, and I see LeBron James up there talking about, are we on? They asked him, are you on the level of Milwaukee? He said, oh well, we're not on their level. We're not on their level. You know how you just throw your team under the bus? You're the goddamn leader. You basically asking them to trade. They need to trade his ass. Do you know that this dude done ravished the whole Laker organization? They don't have a first round pick till 2027, and they flirting with that one.
And they had hella talent over there.
By the time LeBron James is done, he's gonna leave the Lakers completely fucked, and he's gonna go ahead and go play with Bronny James while they scrambling. And you got Lonzo cooking, Bi cooking, Kuzma, all these dudes coming into their own, and he's gonna be in some whole other situation while the Lakers is just screwed. You know, I'm being real with you. LeBron came here and just ravished the organization, you know, just for that bubble ring. He'll never get another ring, you know. So even if they get John Wall, that's not the fix. You feel me? John Wall ain't the fix for this shit. You feel me? This is bigger than this big business. What's going on with LA? LeBron is the problem. They need to fire Rob Pelinka. And they need to get somebody who's strong enough to run this organization, because the problem with the Lakers is LeBron James and Rob Pelinka. It's not even Westbrook. How the hell did Westbrook get there? You understand? We're gonna get to the source today, goddammit.
Yes,
shout out Foreign. Shout out Orlando. I know a lot of people getting money in Orlando.
Hey man, what's up, man? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We listen. There's a lot to talk about today. We got Melo Ball 1 of 1. You already know NB1, Phoenix rising out the ash, and then we got all this trade deadline talk, man. So where we going with this? Foreign, talk to us.
Man, trade deadline looking good for the Bulls. I mean, from what I heard, they was trying to get the bonus. They was hitting up the Pacers, but the Pacers wanted P. Will and I would assume, and the Bulls like nah.
Nah, I ain't gonna say. Who they wanted for Sabonis? Kobe and Ayo? I didn't hear about that move. Shout out Dex.
Nah, even on Twitter. But see, I don't know if it's true, but supposedly the Chicago Bulls, the Chicago radio station, they had said something about that, like some insider, but I don't know if it's fully true. But we do have some news on Patrick Williams too. His cast is fully off.
Well, hell no. Yeah, no. You better leave Patrick Williams alone. I'm telling you, that dude is the diamond in the rough, and nobody's telling. Everybody just worried when Lonzo getting back. I'm telling you, Lonzo gonna make a play out that dude, Patrick Williams. Lonzo didn't get a chance to really fool with Patrick like that. Pause, because he went out so early. But I do remember some half court alley oops and things of that nature too. So the versatility Patrick Williams is going to bring to this team is going to be crazy going into the playoffs. We talking trade deadline news. What's good? What's good, Dex? What's your thoughts?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest shit in these streets. Don't play yourself. Be a part of the winning circle. Ball Facts, AB the hero. DJ Raw Uncut. Be a part of this winning circle, man. Don't play yourself, man. The big boys out here working. That's what I could tell you. It's a lot of action going on in the NBA right now, and we know what happened with Portland, CJ McCullough, and that stuff, and traded with the Pelicans, and the Pelicans sent it, and those players from the Pelicans that got traded to the Blazers are being sent all over the NBA. So it seems like nobody really want that stuff, but somebody gonna have to land with it. Buddy Hield and Sacramento Kings.
Yes.
Parted ways.
What you think about that?
I think it's a good part. Yeah, I think it's a good part. Because
I think that was a surprise trade. I think that was a surprise trade of the deadline.
I thought they was gonna hold on to Halliburton. That made me think, are they gonna go all in with Fox?
Exactly. They're gonna go in with Fox and Davion Mitchell. Yes, because Halliburton defense is not as up to par as Davion Mitchell, and Fox don't play defense at all. So
but he put the ball in the hole.
But he can put the ball in the hole.
You could compensate.
It'll be like that combination with Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball. One play hard defense, one put the ball in the hole. So Sacramento is taking a page out of Chicago Bulls playbook with that right there. So
I think it was a good move though for the actual players though. I think it's a good move for Buddy Hield and for Halliburton because Indiana is starting over again, so they're going to still have some young assets.
Trying to make that organization over.
Yeah, but the thing that interests me about the trades that have gone on, Dex. This is the thing that interests me. When you go take a look at the West, all right. When you take a look at the Western Conference, and this is something that makes me really rethink how they bamboozled this whole they finagled this whole playing situation. After those first 10 teams or so, man, it's done. The Portland Trailblazers have checked out of trying to do anything over there at all. You have organizations like them. You have organizations like the Sacramento Kings. They have checked out. They have checked out of the building.
Well, not necessarily Sacramento though, because Sacramento traded some key pieces and they got an all-star in return. The pieces that they traded was not all-stars.
Right.
I think Tristan Thompson made one all-star. I think. I'm not sure about if Buddy Hield made an all-star yet. I think he did.
Here's
maybe
the reason
one.
why I'm saying the Sac is checked out. They're going for the remainder of the season. They got to figure out. They have to they have a whole new team now. They have to redo things. Plus, they was already, they weren't doing very well lately. I think that some of the stuff that they've been doing really was to prepare for this trade that we didn't really fully see coming. So their team's gonna have to, reestablish what they are. Tristan Thompson ain't gonna be around for very long. I think they're just letting him ride out the rest of his contract. Probably gonna go after some other. They're gonna probably go more young. You don't think so?
De'Aaron Fox does not play defense, Omaha. You can't convince me that. You say a lot of good stuff, but that's not one of them.
Nah, he's not a defensive player. They're still going to struggle, but I don't think that team is. I don't think that team is competitive right now, Dex.
Anybody can stand in front of somebody. But look, the only thing about the Kings is this right here. Like Rico said, they're not out of it. They still in the thick of things. They can still fight for that playing game. And when they got rid of players that didn't want to be there, they got DeMontis Sabonis is the quality all-star. He does it all.
Yes, sir.
He passes, he rebounds, he shoots. So, and he can block shots from time to time, but they don't need him for that because right now they still are holding on to Rashawn Holmes, and it looks like they're not going to get rid of him. Looks like they're going to keep him and probably move Sabonis to the power forward. But at the same time, Fox and Davion Mitchell, that's going to be a solid backcourt. Because now Fox got somebody that can watch his back. Fox got somebody that will bear down on defense and not looking to score the ball, not looking to make plays. They just, can just bear down on defense. So, like I said, they took a page out of Chicago playbook. And another thing you got to be on the horizon is that the return of Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Because the East is still attainable. Being top dog in the East is still attainable because it seems like nobody wants it. Especially once Brooklyn realized their pathway to the Eastern Conference Finals on the road. So they're not playing for the first seed. So Philly got action right there to try to sneak in and get a home court advantage throughout the playoffs if Ben Simmons returned, because Joel Embiid swallowed his pride and basically came out and said that we welcome all who wants to play. But the caveat to that is you got to want to be here. If you want to be here, I don't think nobody else have a problem with you returning. That's only talking to Ben Simmons. There's nobody else out there that's floating around that's interrupting Philly's momentum or Philly's chances getting to the Eastern Conference Finals or even the number one seed. So the only thing that's out there right now, the Philly situation, that's still up in the air. And the Kings and the Pelicans making moves to fight each other, to bump each other out of that 10th spot or that 9th spot or that 8th spot. I don't know if they get the 7th spot, but somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So they're fighting for that 8, 9, and 10 spot, the Pelicans and the Kings. So be aware of what's going on right there in the Western Conference on the lower end.
Yeah, none of those teams are doing anything. I mean, I like the moves that they're making, but they're not doing anything this year, maybe next year. I'm not sure if you've been hearing the rumor mill. James Harden right now, since you talked about Philly and the Ben Simmons situation. Plus, I'll be completely real with you. I think for the Nets, they might as well pull a trigger because they are such a weak defensive team. I think that Ben Simmons will help them out tremendously. And they already have 2 other scorers. So I'm not sure if it's going to happen within the next 24 hours or whatever, but there's rumors right now that James Harden is actually flipping a script and wants out.
Yeah.
Well, Terran Williams has said something about Woj and Windhorst. Would you put in the chat what happened so maybe we can highlight it? Because I'm not familiar because I really don't watch those shows anymore.
Yeah, Woj comes with the information. So
the trade deadline is crazy.
See, they were talking about maybe, wait until, the off season, but it seems like there may be something going on right now for James Harden.
Yeah, and let me address Omaha KC Kings. You know what? I met Tyrese Halliburton, and he was basically representing the Sacramento Kings all through Summer League. And he was really buddy with the ownership. I seen their interaction. He was buddy with the coaching staff, with Luke Walton and Gentry. He was very buddy with them. So it's funny that since Walton is gone, it seemed like Tyrese Halliburton was right behind him, tracing his footsteps. So that is surprising. When I seen that on the ticker, Tyrese Halliburton was in Sacramento Kings as parting ways. That was pretty startling information, and I'm quite sure Tyrese Halliburton was embarrassed because the way they pitched him was that he was going to be the Sacramento Kings point guard moving forward.
Yep. He learned the business. That's how you learn as a young player, and that's what. And just for the record, that's what they do when they're getting ready to package you up. They give you the minutes. They give you the rock. They feature you. You know what I mean? So people can see the value. And Halliburton's a very good player.
And he's tall. He's a tall dude, man. That dude is tall. He's tall. Like when Ja Morant came up and they gave each other dap, Ja Morant seemed like he came to the man's shoulders.
Well, the thing I like about Halliburton isn't a dude that just dribbles the air out the ball. He's a phenomenal distributor. He's a very, very good shooter. He has a very good outside shot. He may not be the greatest defender, but he's not a slouch. And he definitely, accumulates steals and stuff like that when he's out there playing. And he really knows how to get his teammates involved. And so this is the thing I like about Halliburton. I think that he's a quality point guard, and I think that the sad thing is, as a professional, especially when you're young, you become attached to a city, you become attached to your fans, you become attached, through your house and stuff like that. Like, it's a big move to have to pick up in the middle of the night and then, you know what I mean? Like, reorganize your entire life. But that's what being a professional is all about.
Exactly, especially the team that drafted you. So when the team that drafted you, you feel like that's your second home. They gave you a new perspective on life. They enriched you. You have new friends. People are patting you on the back. There's no wrong you can do. So when you get drafted to that city, it just takes on a whole new path as far as your perspective on life and the lifestyle that you're going to live thus far, because they're making you a millionaire at an early age. Like Tyrese Halliburton, when he was like 21, 22. You follow what I'm saying? So when you have that type of enrichment in a city like Sacramento, who's pretty liberal, and he has his preference in women, and it's accepted. So that is something different, because when you go to Indiana, it's different. Even aspects of Indianapolis, which is the major city in Indiana, has its issues with certain race relations. So we know that Indiana is the headquarters of the Ku Klux Klan. So I mean it's a different ball game up there. So hopefully he adjusts, keep it on the court, and succeed and become the player that he always wanted to be.
Yeah, well, he'll be good. They have a good basketball culture. I don't expect that he'll have.
Let's see what happens. How they try to build it. Look like Rick Carlisle want to put his handprints on this thing, so he probably didn't like these players. So they got to draft. Like I said, he was a lottery pick, Halliburton. So let's see what happens. They got a piece.
Well, he did fall in the draft, though.
You said he fell.
Yeah, him and Obi Toppin, they both fell in the draft.
Yeah, Obi should have won a low. You right about that. Who the hell went before them? I gotta look at that order.
Obi, like 9 people. I think what was the Knicks was like 11 or something, picked 11th or something like that.
Yeah, I'm about to get it right now.
I think Portland picked. Kings, did they pick 7th that year? Because Halliburton was listed as almost like a top 5.
I'm about to get it right now.
But Omaha KC Kings, I'm quite sure he's a Sacramento Kings fan, so he probably know all about it. Yeah, young kids and fans love what Tyrese Halliburton play style, his passing and carefree.
He went. Killian Hayes went before him, or Nicky Okongwu, Isaac Okoro.
Wow.
The first 4 is fine. You got Edwards, Wiseman is. I'm just gonna keep. He's all right. Wiseman, Lamelo, Patrick Williams. That 4 right there is like that was consensus. And then from there, you could have went with Obi or Tyrese, because you got Isaac. Like I said, these people went before him. Denny Avdija went before Tyrese Halliburton. Jalen Smith. Halliburton really got screwed. Obi slipped too, though. He fell to 8. He should have been that 5th pick going to Cleveland.
Because the scouts, the way the scouts scouted Tyrese, his shot was wicked.
Shout out the Real Truth. Shout out Mac, Josh Jackson. Shout out the whole everybody rocking with Flight Sports TV.
Yes, sir. Shout out to DJ Raw Truth Media. Tyrese shot was like wickedly crazy looking and awkward.
Yes, it's awkward.
So a lot of the scouts kind of paraded him as a maybe. They gave him his height, they gave him his playmaking skills, but his shot was kind of like I said, wickedly awkward. So they didn't trust it. Even though he shot pretty good in college, they just didn't trust in the pros. So that caused him to slip. And Obi Toppin didn't even have a shot. He was just athletic. And that caused him to slip. Because normally a person like him, I think Obi Toppin was National Player of the Year. And normally they normally should go higher in the draft than what he did. But fortunately, he went to his hometown, New York, so he was cool with that.
Yeah, you're right about that. Like I said, I think they got a good pickup. He's going to fit right in with that culture. What's your thoughts on tonight's game? Like I said, there's no Lonzo for the Bulls. But we do have Lamelo Ball going against a formidable opponent. You know, the Bulls are still a formidable opponent without Lonzo, especially for the Hornets. How do you see this game going tonight? Because the Hornets need this win through hell or high water.
Yeah, and plus, this game right here will also cement Lamelo All-Star replacement selection. So I think Lamelo will have a good game. I think the Charlotte Hornets, I think a lot of their situations kind of somewhat behind them, and they're going to try to rally behind Borrego to show that there's unity in their locker room, and it is not disunity, and they're not in discord with each other, but they're in discourse with each other. So I believe that the Charlotte Hornets might win this one. I think the momentum of Pops being in town and the situation with D'Angelo Ball starting down there in Greensboro, I just think that could be silent push for Lamelo and the Hornets to get this one done. Now, but the only thing about the Bulls now that you have to worry about is how is Zach? Because right now Zach LaVine is a little banged up. His back is sore. He complained about playing 42 minutes the other game, not last game, but the other game, and it caused his back spasms to erupt. So I don't think he's too happy about that, and I don't know if that have resonated with the team or if that have translated into the next man up. Because right now we're not really seeing that next man. We're seeing the usual addition of the Chicago Bulls, where they're DeMar DeRozan heavy, and sometimes Boots will come in and pick up the pieces. But a lot of the other guys, they are iffy, and they're not being consistent enough to actually just stamp Bulls to be victorious in this one right here. So I say if Zach comes in and play, Vooch, if he get a little past mid, and DeMar DeRozan do what he do, and Ayo DeSumo goes back to the Ayo DeSumo that we all wanted to see, we all grew to love. If that happens, then it'll be a real tough game for Charlotte, and maybe the Bulls can hold serve.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. That's what I said. It's gonna be a hell of a night tonight. What's the stat line for Melo? Are you looking for a big night, or you think he's just gonna try to get this win by any means?
I believe Lamelo probably might have probably like 22-8-7, something like that. 22-8-7. I give him that.
I could definitely see that. So Vooch has to work.
I think Melo's gonna have a bigger night than that. It's a lot of excitement. First time All-Star. This is the first game as an official All-Star. Big props to you, Lamelo. You've worked hard, making your family proud, making us fans in the Ballverse proud all around the world. And I think that he's definitely going to be featured tonight, period. I think he's going to be featured. I expect for Miles Bridges to come out and play hard. I mean, I think that the Hornets have a bunch of dudes on here who play hard. I don't think that that's ever been the question anytime I've seen them play. Those guys definitely play hard. I think that they're creating a nice culture over there. We both know that the Bulls are the better team, but the thing about the Hornets needing this win is because they are not at the top of the Eastern Conference, and especially after last night, I think that there's something to be said. I think that game last night was a big statement for what's going on, because when you look at the Bucks right now are, I think, second. They have the most wins in the East, and I think that team is the legit number one seed in the East. And here's the thing with the Bucks. The Bucks are defending champions. They're not really worried about. they've been in the playoffs so many times, and you know what I mean. And they already know what it is. They have a tremendous leader in Giannis. They've had a bunch of guys who come back. They still don't have Brook Lopez back, and they're just getting these kind of new pieces acclimated with their system. But the Bucks system has proven that it works, and that's what any of these teams in the East are going to have to go through if they want a chance to win in a championship. You got to go through the Bucks. It's as simple as that. It's king of the hill. The Bucks are that team. So these trades that have been made, when we were talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers, that was a big, huge trade for the Cavs. The Cavs have as much talent as you could possibly have. They've created their own template to be a serious team. The playoffs are where you're able to prove it if you can get past these sort of teams. So a team like the Charlotte Hornets needs this win because
Wait.
go ahead.
Go back to Cleveland.
Yes,
You
sir.
mentioned Cleveland, so let's get some substance out of that. So who are these players are you talking about? What's the team? What's the new make of the team look like?
Well, them adding Clarice LeVert was huge because remember that Sexton isn't played.
Caris.
Yeah, Carice. I say Clarice like Hannibal Lecter, but my boy LeVert. We all know LeVert has incredible talent. He is a really a very skillful and talented player. They've been featuring him a little bit more. Now he goes on to a Cleveland team that definitely has a need for him. Mind you, I think they were already trying to move. I think they were already planning on making a move for Rubio for him anyway. So I think that the Cavs got just what they wanted, just what they needed. A second point guard. We were talking about this the other day, Dex. The fact that Rajon Rondo, being the vet that he is, they're not expecting him to play all of those minutes. Like, this was the move that the Cavaliers, I think this is the move that the Cavaliers needed. Now, you're complimenting that with your Lauri Markkanen, a 7-footer, with your Evan Mobley, a 7-footer, with your Jared, with Jared, another 7-footer. They have a huge team. The thing that they needed on their team was that dude to replace that Ricky Rubio. And so I think they got the piece that they wanted. No, not Rondo. They got Rondo to kind of hold this trade for Caris LeVert is the move that they wanted to make, the move that they needed to make for that team to I think make them a more serious contender.
Right. So I know we're looking at a lot of high gas prices right now. And another news, the Bali is on a water drought with all that water around there. It's kind of curious. So on the break of that, when you travel, you start seeing gas prices going sky high. And hopefully the ticket prices on these games will reflect that by going lower. But this Hornets and Bulls, ticket prices on this is sky high. You know what I'm saying?
In Charlotte?
Yeah, we already know what the situation, what brings on this situation, basically.
Well, how much some tickets cost?
Well, I think they're like in the 300 range.
What's that to be up top?
I think up top is like 1 something. So that's way more than normal for the Charlotte Hornets. And that's the second time they did this when they played. This is the second time they did this when they played the Bulls. They jacked up that. Last year is the Pelicans, excuse me. When they played the Pelicans, they jacked up the prices, and when they played the Bulls, they jacked the prices. So on the Bulls starting lineup, you got Javonte Green, you got DeMar DeRozan, you got Vooch, of course, Zach LaVine, and Kobe White. Now, what is different with that lineup is that Kobe White is replacing Ayo Dosunmu. And the reason why, because Ayo Dosunmu is in concussion protocol. So I don't know, maybe he's playing hard defense out there and got banged up a little bit. The inactive players for the Bulls, we know Lonzo Ball, Alex Caruso, Ayo Dosunmu, Derrick Jones Jr., Marco, and Patrick Williams. And then when we go over to the Charlotte, we see something a little different as well, because Charlotte Hornets got Kelly Oubre, Miles Bridges, Mason Plumlee, Terry Rozier, and LaMelo Ball. So what do we see? We see Kelly Oubre inserted into the starting lineup, and that's because something wrong with Gordon Hayward. But there's no inactive list or injury on Gordon Hayward. The only players that's inactive is James Bouknight, Vernon. And you know what? That's strange. With James Bouknight, all of a sudden got a right wrist sprain. I wonder how that happened. That's interesting, right there.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you, Dex. My intuition tells me the reason they don't got Gordon Hayward out there because they're working on cleaning out his locker. 24 hours for this trade deadline. Don't forget that.
Hey, Miles Turner, possibly, because he's the only one left in Indiana that's still worth a little something that they might try to get rid of, let go. So it's a possible they might get Miles Turner. But James Bouknight is inactive. Vernon Carey's inactive. Kubula has been transferred back to the G League. I don't know what's up with these players, Hornet players getting transferred back and forth to the G League. That's just a confidence killer.
Right.
Scotty Willis transferred back to the G League. Cody Martin has a left ankle and Achilles soreness. And Jalen McDaniel has a left ankle. So you have a lot of injuries on both teams tonight. And there's a possibility that this game could be a low scoring game. But still, I think the Charlotte Hornets, in desperation, might try to pull this one out because the Bulls are not in desperate mode yet. I know they've been losing.
No.
They've been 500 basketball, but they're not in desperate mode yet. When you see Brooklyn Nets losing 8 straight games or 9 straight games, Chicago's not in desperation mode yet. So they still hovering around the top 4. And if they don't win this one, they probably won't, because everybody's losing in the East. The only people that's not losing in the East right now, I think, is like Cleveland.
Milwaukee.
No, it wasn't Milwaukee. It was Cleveland and because Milwaukee's not surprising. Whatever they do, it's not surprising. It was Cleveland. Oh, in the Hawks. Cleveland and the Hawks. They've been winning. They've been on their winning way. So the Hawks seem like they're trying to turn it around. It seems like they back buying into Nate McMillan. Their players are getting healthy. And so the Hawks are making that second half surge like they did last season. So maybe that's part of the program, kind of coast through the first half, just stay relevant. And then in the second half, just go full throttle while everybody else is getting injured or tired. So I just think tonight's game will be another good game. It probably will go down to the wire, maybe some free throws might win this game or a late 3 to put the game out of reach like it was last time. And let's see. I got to go with Melo. Normally I go see Red, but I'm going with Melo tonight. He's an all-star for the first time. It's that I told you so theme for this game, and hopefully LaMelo come out and do his thing. Now, shout out to Coffee said LaMelo will have 30. Coleman said LaMelo going to have a big game, but I think LaMelo will be in the thick of things. He'll fill up the box score 22, 7, 8. Or 8 and 7, either, maybe 2 steals, maybe a block, because Kobe White's playing, so he could get a block there. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll fill his stat sheet up. I think he'll be all-star worthy tonight. And the crowd's going to go wild. They're waiting to go wild. Big Baller will be in the building, most definitely.
Yes,
shout out
to family affair.
Shout out to Ball Facts.
Shout out Ball Facts.
Ball Facts will be in the building tonight. He's hanging out with the big baller. Ball Facts was hanging out with the family and Melo was around, so he got to chop it up and things of that nature. So Ball Facts, we're waiting on that exclusive. So whenever you settle down and get everything in gear, come to Flight Sports TV, give us that exclusive. Let us know what the family is about. Let us know what Melo's talking about. And we seen pop-up shop. Big Baller Brand and MB1 united on the front. So don't go out here listening to all these comments talking about the families broke up, Big Baller Brand is defunct and they can't sell nothing. Stop believing these cons, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I keep trying to tell you guys, it ain't what they say. You follow what I'm saying? So you're seeing it right before your eyes. You're seeing the family united. You seeing LaMelo is happy. He's up there with mom and pop, so it's all good. Ball Facts was in the house. He got it. He got it all on tape. He got the conversations. He got the whole goods. Okay, Ball Facts got access. All access. Ball Facts. Yeah, baby. Shout it out.
The Ball Brand ain't never because right now they're officially all-stars. They're going to be featured in the All-Star game. LaMelo's going to be featured tonight. And the reason I feel he's going to have a big game, I'm not going to put an exact number on it, but I'm going to tell you the reason I feel he's going to have a big game, Dex. Your swag is different when you know that you are an all-star. He been playing for this, you know what I mean? Like, he was a fringe guy. Like, we talked about this a while ago. We talked about this over a month ago we were talking about, and I was like, how difficult it is to get into the East as an all-star as a point guard. And he's done it, solidified, and the fans know he deserves to be there also. So I watched him when he was told that he was an all-star. I saw his face light up. I saw that glow, and it's different, Flight. I mean, you've been following basketball for the longest time. You know what I'm talking about. When a dude is solidified, when they are solidified, like for example, You see Trae Young. Trae Young got crazy swag because he knows there's not any doubt in his mind that once you become that all-star and you're solidified, everything is different for you. Things are different. So I expect Lamelo to come out saucing it up. I expect him to come out saucing up. I expect him to come out playing hard. Just we'll see what the coach does. If he doesn't do any corny stuff like pull him out of the fourth or whatever, you know what I mean? But I don't think that they will. I think that Melo's going to come out there. I think he's going to show up. I expect it for him to have at least a good 26 tonight. At least. And maybe as much as a big game as a 32 or 34 piece. The big defenders on the Bulls aren't out there. He don't got to worry about his brother. You know what I mean? He don't got to worry about Caruso. So it's just really about, what the Bulls, and as far as the Bulls, I think the biggest factor in this game is what Zach LaVine shows up and what Vucevic shows up. You know what I mean? Because we already know what Miles Bridges is going to show up. We definitely know what going to show up. We know what he's coming to do. You know what I mean? Now, what are y'all other dudes coming to do? Is Zach LaVine coming out to say, hey, you know what? Let me get my swag back when I was an all-star like last season, or am I going to be in fallback mode because we got DeMar DeRozan handling everything? DeMar DeRozan we know what he's going to do. We just don't know what Zach LaVine is going to show up and what Vucevic is going to show up. So if those two show up and want to play, it could be more challenging. But honestly, I don't see much resistance for Melo. And usually, I'm like Dex. I'm a bit reserved. You know what I mean? If you ever ask me how much you think that Lonzo's going to get, I have more reserved numbers or whatever. You know what I mean? But I think that this is going to be a show your ass game.
Triple B's.
Yes, sir. I think it's going to be a show your ass game for LaMelo. And whoever thought that the Big Baller brand was falling off, you are sadly mistaken. Big Baller stock is as high as it's ever been right now. Do you understand the level of swag that comes with you? Like, for example, they're going to be in an all-star game. Like LaMelo's kick that he has is his own signature kick. Watch those sales is going up. He's an all-star, baby. It ain't a game no more. You know what I mean? It ain't a game no more. Like, you know what I mean? Like you get the NBA sponsorship and promotion behind you. You get, like Dex, we were talking about, the machine is behind you now. You know what I mean? Like everything is falling right in place. LaMelo's swag is gonna be different. You ever see the movie The Last Dragon? Bruce Leroy was chill, but then when he got the glow, the swag was different. You know what I mean? I need to show you some moves, right? Come on.
That's right. That glow. Yes, sir. And Big Baller Brand's not dead.
Never was.
United. The Ballverse is active. That's not dead either. I mean, I really don't know what the Ballverse is. I mean, I don't know that. Whatever it is, Ballverse, Ball Planet, whatever you want to call it, it's not dead. It's active. We support the family. We support the Ballverse or the Ball Planet or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is out there, if you're being productive, we supporting it. But if you're being negative, then we step into the side and hopefully that you come around and become positive, and then we'll welcome you back in like the prodigal son. So dust you off and get you right. But stop spreading all that hate and stop spreading all that vitriol about LeVar Ball and the Big Baller brand. You're not going to win. I keep trying to tell you guys that. You're not going to win because you can't stop you can't stop an idea who time has come. And this is the idea who time has come. Ownership. Get out there, fight the giant. Don't worry about the lion that's roaring in the middle of the road. You stare that lion down and you go ahead and you challenge it. And listen, we are the supreme beings, okay? The lion ain't the supreme being. He might be king of the jungle, but he ain't king of the earth. So keep that in mind. When you see that lion or that elephant or whatever type of animal that might have you fretful, you meet it head on and you overcome it. And this is what we're seeing with LeVar Ball and those like minds are challenging this behemoth in the system to try to bring equity and financial freedom to those who deservingly wants it.
Flight, how do you feel about that last dragon, the glow for your boy LaMelo? How you feel about that, Flight?
What you mean the last dragon?
I know you've seen The Last Dragon. You from Strong Island. You know what time
Nah,
it
low
is.
key. I never watched that movie.
You never seen The Last? Come
I
on,
probably
stop
seen it,
it,
but I
man.
don't remember it. I
You
think I
about to get
watched
your
it, but I
ghetto
don't
card
remember.
revoked.
Well,
Nah,
check it out if you get a chance. Check out the Last
I got
Dragon.
you.
It's a
You
cult
That's a
definitely
Bruce
got.
Lee, right?
You definitely got to check that one out,
Is
Clay.
that
You
who's
need
that?
to.
Bruce Lee?
Yeah, that's
Bruce Leroy,
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
what I'm saying. I probably seen it, but I don't
not
remember
Bruce
it.
Lee, not Bruce,
yeah,
not Enter the Dragon. The
right.
Last Dragon. It's a
Not
different.
Answer the Dragon, The Last Dragon. Bruce Lee Roy. Don't get it twisted. Bruce Lee came to the hood, homie. That's a classic flick though, Flight. So basically what happens is Bruce Leroy is, he's studying these martial arts, and then he gets to the point where he's so nice that he gets the glow. He gets the glow. And when you got that glow, bro, when you got that glow, it ain't no joke. You know
Yeah,
what I
it ain't
mean?
no stopping it. It's a whole different ball game. I
Yeah,
agree with
that's a whole different ball game when you got the glow. So yeah, I was asking you how you felt about Lamelo, because Lamelo it's not a question anymore. Like, he is an
No,
all-star right now. We have all-star Lamelo Ball. He is officially on the all-star team. Like, he is one of the top players in the East. Officially.
and
Not
listen,
a fringe dude.
and what makes it so good, Quiz, that one of our people, Ball Facts, of course, gets to hang out with the newly All Star and soon to be face of the NBA. You follow what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
That's what you call access, baby. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. You
And
didn't need
and when
no
you say
contract.
And when
Listen.
you say face of the NBA, I want you to know something. Like, people always trying to figure out who's the face of the NBA. The face of the NBA, the face that the NBA is looking for, is a young dude from the new generation. So if you look at how the NBA feels about Ja Morant, see, the thing is that they can't just give it to you. You got to go out there and earn it. You got to go out there and earn your stripes. Ja Morant is one of the future faces of the NBA, and these dudes don't know anything about. These dudes don't know anything about the past. Look, Lamelo was talking about he structured his game after playing video games. Ain't that crazy? I
that's
was
what he
playing
said.
video games. I got out
Yeah,
there and tried to practice some
he wasn't
moves.
influenced by nobody. Yes,
Right.
that's what he said. Yeah.
Well, we
Only
know
thing
that he
influenced
was
him was his
influenced by
pops.
somebody. I'm gonna keep it real.
Right.
LaMelo Ball was influenced by his big brother. He was influenced by his
No,
big brother a lot, low key.
he's influenced by his pops. He was
Yes,
trying to chase down his big brother.
that's right. But I'm saying, like, you know how it is when you're younger brother, big brother. I mean, they play a lot of basketball or whatever. He has respect for his brother. He knows what time it is, and he was doing his own thing. They played together. So yeah, he didn't structure his game after maybe anybody else. But like you said, he took the training from his pops. He took all of that heart that was placed into them and that competitive spirit from when they were kids. You got video of them
Right.
when they was like 2 years old shooting hoops. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you know what I mean? And he was able to play video games, and that background competitiveness pays off. And then he actually got a lot of experience. One of the things that they try to knock him for, but one of the greatest experiences he got was going overseas, not on one stint, but 2 stints. He experienced what
That's
it's
right.
like to be a professional.
That's right. Yes,
And
sir.
and then think about that. When he was a professional overseas, right? You know how many times he had a mic put in his face and cameras.
Yep.
He couldn't even speak the language. You know what I mean? So he got used to what his life was going to transform into. And now he's in the NBA, and you look at him interview, and I like his interviews because his interviews are raw. This is a kid. You know what I mean? And I mean, he's likable. He's got an image that young people can relate to. The NBA needs dudes like this to perpetuate the NBA into the future. They are looking for young stars like LaMelo Ball, Ja Morant, LaMelo Ball, Trae Young. These are the dudes who are the future of the NBA. These dudes are the future of the NBA.
Yeah, and see, and the thing about it is that you have other faces like you say the Ja Morant, Giannis. You have faces like Lonzo. You got a lot of faces. You got a lot of faces that's out there. But what makes LaMelo stands out is that he's bringing in a core of young people
Yes, sir.
who appreciate that type of swag, and that's what the NBA looks for. That swag.
Yes.
Who got that swag? You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be able to bring in new eyes, new faces, and new butts in those seats that probably wouldn't have been in those seats if it wasn't for this type of swag. You feel me? And when you come in with Lamborghinis and you got outfits that matches the car to the court and things of that nature. That's what you call swag. Like Jay-Z said, he got the swag that you can't buy. It's just there. You follow what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of us say LaMelo, not that he is now, because LeBron is now, and Kevin Durant is now, and Giannis is right on their heels. Steph Curry was for a couple of years, and then that kind of evaporated. But these
Steph
players
is still there. Steph is still there.
Yeah, but he's not the face. He's not the face.
He's one of them. He's still one of them. He is still one of them.
Right. Well, so is Kevin. What's his name? James Harden. He's one of them. Chris Paul's one of them. But we're talking about
there's multiple faces. Multiple faces. That's why I say it's not going to be one face. Like, you know, back when you had, we're not going to go back to the Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. You know what I mean? And then Michael Jordan took it over because he won. I mean, you got to put it on the court. You got to actually really win too. I mean, people want to see winners, and you represent that. And after a while, it becomes solidified. So during the LeBron James era, a bunch of people have been champions. These other dudes, Steph has won multiple championships. So I mean, like Steph is a face that they recognize right now. Go ahead.
Steph has never received a Finals MVP.
Never.
That's crazy. That never happened.
That's a market issue. If you want to be the best or the face of the league, you gotta
yeah, well, I mean, when we're talking about the face of the league, we're talking about how the NBA is marketing, right? This is one of the things, right? The thing about Steph is, yeah, he didn't get to be an MVP, but he was one of the more likable personalities. When he came in and was doing the shoulder shimmying and stuff like that, you know, the babyface assassin and stuff like that, they got their money's worth out of Steph.
2 years. I said 2 years. It was definitely that face.
Yeah.
But LeBron came back and snatched it. And then when KD went over to the Warriors and did what he did, and Steph was relegated to the second best player, and KD won both back-to-back MVPs, and Steph couldn't win one out of those 3 years.
That period though was we got to be real about what happened. So this is where you got KD becoming the baddest man on the planet. Now, I'm not going to talk about how he went over and did it. I'm not going to talk about the ethics involved. I'm not going to talk about LeBron starting that trend. But dudes wasn't going to sit around and let LeBron win. That's for sure. They wasn't going to sit around. They were tired of hearing about LeBron. Let's keep it real. We all knew. And when LeBron smacked those 70-plus win Warriors around, and you saw, it's just like I remember this time, Dex, you might remember. I remember when Derrick Rose was cooking. I remember they were going into the playoffs, and I said, the Bulls are going to have a problem when they face the Cleveland Cavaliers, because when it comes man-sized basketball in those last 2 minutes, Derrick Rose is nice. LeBron is much bigger than him, and he's going to be going after everything. And that's what Steph had to face. And that's when LeBron snatched it, and then KD was like, look, I'm going to go and join these dudes. And what happened was, because remember that, I think that KD had already pretty much been a scoring champ in the NBA by that time. We already knew that KD could score. The Warriors gave him the leverage that he needed to win those championships that he needed, to where you could not deny his impact. Yeah. Once he became one of the Warriors,
that's right.
Right? Come on, that team.
Good content. That's right.
Because KD can score from anywhere on the court. The Splash Brothers are 3-point specialists. KD can score from anywhere on the court.
So can Klay Thompson.
Yeah, he can. But you know that's what their quote unquote, you know what I mean? The Splash Brothers is the 3-point acronym of the Golden State Warriors and them getting to the line. But the thing with KD was a certified number one option, and that's not going to change no matter what team you put him on, because he's always going to have a certain advantage based on his height, his proficiency, his height.
Because KD was the second best player in the league.
That's right.
And some argue that he was the first best player in the league.
That's right. And that's
that 4-year run.
And those championships gives those arguments greater legs.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't try to debunk anybody who said he was, nor would I even champion if somebody said he wasn't. So I'm neutral on that, because it was you know what I'm saying, it was 50-50. LeBron, KD.
You got Melo about to have a jump ball with Kobe White.
What?
Oh, that game is on?
Well, I just tipped off two seconds ago.
Okay, let me get to it then. I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not even showing it down
I'm
here.
over here bumping my gums.
Io's not playing. Io's not starting. Is Io out?
Yeah, he got a concussion.
Yeah, Kobe's starting.
Why I cannot get this game?
It's on TV.
Oh, it's on TV.
It's on
Oh,
ESPN.
that's why. ESPN. That's why I can't get it. Okay, let me go to ESPN then.
Yeah. I didn't even know it was going to be on national television.
Well, they don't. It's a light basketball schedule tonight. So,
You.
hey, what's shaking with you?
What's good? What's good? What's going on, man?
What's good?
What's up, y'all?
Oh, right, the
Chilling,
truth.
chilling.
Shout out, brother.
What up, man? What up? What's going on?
What's good? We got Hornets basketball, against the Bulls. Lamelo Ball, 1-1.
Yeah, I'm happy that young man he's making his first All-Star appearance. Hey,
Yeah,
but you never said. Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, but you never said nothing to me back on what I sent you earlier.
You
What?
talking to me? Oh, you talking flight?
Yeah, I'm talking to Flight.
What are you talking about?
What DeMar DeRozan said.
Oh, yeah, he said he's one of the best. Oh, what do you mean? You seen it?
No, I sent you a clip. Why am I hearing feedback? Hold on.
I said, I don't know, but he said that Alonzo was one of the best point guards in the league.
What he said with Lonzo and Caruso, they could win it all.
Yeah, hey, listen, that's how you got to feel, though.
You supposed to say that.
Whoa.
I think that, listen, they need everybody to win it all. They're going to need them two, Patrick Williams, and they're going to need elevated play from everybody to win it all. The East is going to be had this year. Let's see what happens after tomorrow. We don't know. Let's see what happens with all this trade deadline stuff. As of right now, the East can be had.
No, it can't. You're not coming out the East. No, it can't. No, it can't.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hold on, Quiz. What do you say then? Right, the truth.
Milwaukee or Philly or Miami. Y'all are not included in that.
Miami.
Right. The lie.
Miami's the top team, but
no Bulls. Miami or Philly or Milwaukee. No Bulls.
Right, I thought you was really on to something. You just hating the Bulls.
No, I'm not hating. I mean,
it's
again,
too.
Melo with the rebound.
Go ahead, write the truth.
I just think we need to look at the play lately, man. Those three teams I just named, man, they are really playing some top tier basketball.
Melo just missed a three.
Yep, I seen it. Oh, he was wide open too.
Yeah.
Brooklyn is done for the year, so nobody has to worry about them.
Yeah, Brooklyn is finished.
No, that's not true. Brooklyn. Oh, nice alley-oop to Javonte Green. Brooklyn is trying to get in the playoffs as a road team because that way Kyrie can play every meaningful game.
Man, you could spin that. Good luck with that one. They might not win with him even playing on the road. Let's be real. Like people, listen. When we have these snapshots in our mind, these guys have bad too. All right, and the problem with Kyrie not playing every game, I don't know, man. The Nets got issues. Good luck to them.
So you don't think that's their plan? That's not their strategy.
Plan. I don't think that.
You don't think that?
Plan. I don't think they're playing championship. Saying, "Hey, we got games we're gonna throw away and lose."
Listen, I think they're going to win the games to stay at least 5th or 6th seed. That's where they want to be.
Well, according to Woj, Harden don't want to be there.
Well, I mean, I don't even know if that's really true. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on a second.
No, I'm not saying what Woj reported. Listen, hold on now. Don't jump on me. I'm not saying what Woj reported wasn't true. I'm saying they could be playing possum. People can take the eyes
you
off
really think that you think that team, the game that they're losing, you think that those are playing games? They just playing games.
Listen, it's $1 billion industry, nearly $1 trillion industry. Yes, they will play games. What you mean? It's chess, not checkers.
Nah, man, them dudes ain't.
They play games all the time.
Come on, you Claxton. Without Durant, man, that team is done.
So what you mean?
Right.
Listen, they need Durant to win, man. They're not playing games.
Okay, Durant be back after All-Star break.
Well, that's the person that they really.
They only need to win 20 games in the second part of the season to secure them a 7th seed. 20 games.
They could do it.
Of course they can do it. It's not hard.
So you think that
You got to look at the whole picture.
you think that the Nets want to see
The Nets can win 10 games in a row easy. At any given time during the stretch of the season, the Brooklyn Nets can win 10 straight, no problem.
Right.
So you think that it's a strategy for the Nets to come into the playoffs and go see the Milwaukee Bucks at ASA in Milwaukee?
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking about a full Brooklyn roster will beat Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what they said last year.
Did they have a full roster?
Dex, we don't go on playing. I don't believe in the Nets. I'll be real. I don't believe in that part-time got going on. It sounds.
But you can't deny truth, though.
Let's see if they do it. Them dudes ain't won nothing together.
Okay, this is their second year together?
Yes.
Lamelo with the 3 in the corner in the face of Kobe White.
6'11".
Write the truth. Write the truth. You still here, brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you don't think the Brooklyn Nets can win 10 straight at any given point during the season? Answered by DeMar DeRozan?
No.
You don't think so?
No, and they looked pathetic last night.
Where did they play at?
They play.
I think they're doing this on purpose.
Where did they play? Who did they play? And where did they play?
I'm trying to remember, but it was the biggest deficit in NBA history.
What?
Yeah, forgot. Yeah. Oh, Celtics. Boston.
So you know that's a joke, right? Because we already know Celtics ain't really got it. Lamelo with back-to-back threes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Celtics don't have it at all. I agree.
So that's what I'm trying to say then. Now, if it was, say for instance, if that was Milwaukee or if they lost to the Sixers that way, then maybe you might say, that's interesting. But the Celtics, come on, man. Are they going to even make the playoffs? What are they?
Yeah, they probably won't, but what you saying, like they just out there effing off?
I just feel that they just want to get the 5 to 7. That's the seed they want, 5 to 7.
But they supposed to be championship of Bucks, like the Bulls.
No, but they need Kyrie to play because Kyrie can't play no home game.
Kyrie was out there last night, and yo, let me tell you something. Kyrie ain't that dude, bro.
He's that dude with them.
They've been losing with him.
Well, all 3 of them, or just him?
No, I said just him.
I've watched all 3 of those last year. Basketball, KD and Kyrie shots in the clutch. Just pop up and just win. Like you gotta earn it.
Right.
You gotta win it. You gotta earn it for me. Proud of nobody.
Those dudes can pop up and just win. I disagree with that. I think we're making this more complicated than what it should be. I think if they put their minds together, can't nobody beat them dudes because can't nobody guard those dudes. We know that. Everybody know that.
I mean, hey, we've seen it. It's the second year, and it's still the same thing from last year.
Right.
It's an if. And if an if was a spliff,
we'll all be drunk. I just believe. Listen, I got more confidence than you guys with Brooklyn. I'm not a Brooklyn fan. I really don't care much about Brooklyn. The only thing I really like that ever came out of Brooklyn is Big Daddy Kane and Jaru the Damager.
Brooklyn. Don't forget, MJ was born in Brooklyn.
He was born, but he wasn't raised, so he ain't no Brooklyn.
He said the best thing to come out of Brooklyn. He came out of Brooklyn. He came right out that coochie.
Tyson was born in Brooklyn.
That's right. No, come on.
I said the best point that I like. This is what I like.
We just went through 3 icons at least. Biggie's got to be an icon.
Listen, there could be icons, but that ain't what I like. You follow what I'm saying? Like Tyson was groomed up in Catskill, New York. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
That's when he home steals, or otherwise he'd probably be in prison with a life sentence somewhere. So
he claimed Brooklyn though. He know mad dudes from Brooklyn. From the old school Brooklyn.
Listen, when Mike Tyson went back to Brooklyn, when Mike Tyson went back to Brooklyn, he was a champ. Of course he gonna know mad dudes.
Nah, he know dudes from the street. Nah.
He came out of Brownsville. That's how he got discovered.
Yeah.
No. He was up in some little YA camp or something.
He went to U camp and then he got with Cut, but he's still from Brooklyn. He still went back to Brooklyn.
What are you talking about?
Mike Tyson.
Oh,
You're taking that from Mike Tyson's Brooklyn boy. He's a Brooklyn boy. But I'm saying that it wasn't Brooklyn that got him where he is.
You're doing a lot of talking, Dex. You're doing a lot of talking right now.
Catskill. I'm talking about Catskill, New York, upstate got him where he
Brooklyn. Is Brooklyn in the house? Come on.
is. Brooklyn only produced Big Daddy Kane and Ja Rule the Damager.
He said Ja Rule the Damager. Come on, man.
Big Daddy Kane and Ja Rule the Damager is
I never heard of John Moore.
as far as
No, yeah, J Rule the Damager. That was that dude, man. That was that dude.
I heard
in the house. Yo, that shit, he has some fire shit though. Like
He was that dude. They blackballed him. You already know they blackballed him, man.
he had this flight. He had a track that he had water, the water torture. He had the water drops on the track.
Yeah, Come Clean.
Mm-hmm.
Produced by DJ Premier.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Primo.
Yeah, shout out to Primo.
Lamelo Ball, the youngest.
Primo was just out here in town not too long ago. Yeah, so that's what you know what I'm saying? So that's just me, you know what I'm saying? But right, I'm quite sure Right to Truth might have a different perspective of his Brooklyn Cats. You know what I'm saying?
Dex tried to shit on Brooklyn low key. You heard him right to truth.
Yeah, but I'm kind of okay with that. I'm from the Bronx. I don't give a fuck about Brooklyn. They dusty niggas from there.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Bronx is the Mecca, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so
Funny.
Yo, so Dex, so you gonna tell me when the smoke clears out of the Eastern Conference standings, the Bulls will be in top 3?
I'm hoping they'd be in the top 3. That's what they need to be, top 4. Other than that, the Bulls have no chance. They might make get out the first round, but the second round, definitely they done. You follow what I'm saying? So if they can be in the top 4, then they have a chance to advance to the conference finals. That's my prediction.
I don't ever like them going to the 6th seed, because if they go to the 6th seed, they're gonna face one of the powerhouses in the first round. That's you don't want to be there.
You don't want to be there at all. You know what I'm saying?
I like the Bulls. I don't see them coming.
What's the deal, gang?
The business just picked up. Shout out to the legend Ball Black. God damn it. I see you, Icy.
What's up, gang?
I see you.
What up, y'all?
Look at Melo out there.
That's what you call access.
Yo, facts. I appreciate this fact.
Hey, man, I know I couldn't go tonight without getting on here because they would have let you down, bro.
I love you, bro.
You know, we gang, you know what I mean? I rock with Flight Sports TV heavy.
Yo, man, what's going on? What you got right now in the game?
Say that again.
I said that. How's the game going?
Oh, the game is fire. Lamelo, he hit 2 shots. So I was like, good. So let him get back in his groove. You know what I mean? He been off for a little bit. But, I had met everybody from the Ball family except for Melo. I got to kick it with Melo for a while yesterday. Hung out, dude, funny as ever, cool as ever. Got a lot of insight on things with the team. You know what I'm saying? It's just fire. You know what I mean?
Yes, I want to congratulate you, Ball Facts. You deserve it. I'm telling you, bro. You deserve this, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
I feel like I'm right there with you, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, you know y'all here with me.
Hey, Ball Facts.
What's up?
Pop-up shop. What's the inside?
Say that again one more time.
I said, how was the pop-up shop?
Oh, it was fire, bro. It was so fire, especially when they seen that Melo was at the Triple B pop-up shop. I mean, everybody left the line and came back with tons of stuff to be signed. People got rich off of there. They got him signing all the NB1s. They went out and bought baby shoes. You know what I'm saying? They bought basketballs, jerseys, pictures, and it was lit. You know what I'm saying? We went to dinner afterward, kicked it. I had everybody cracking up,
Yeah.
They had me cracking up. It was a
You said
ball.
y'all went to dinner afterwards?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. With the whole fam?
Yeah. That's how we do after every game. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Yes, legendary, bro. Facts, man. Listen, I don't want to hold you up too long, Facts. I appreciate you for stopping by. Enjoy the game, boss.
Thanks, bro. Much love to everybody on the panel and the chat. Thanks, White.
That's facts.
All right, peace.
Man, and that's what it's all about, goddammit. That's what it's all about. You understand? That's what it's all about.
And listen,
I seen him
you
on
have to
TV when he
get
was
in the
talking.
winning circle. We keep trying to tell you guys that. Get in the winner's circle and stay in the winner's circle. Stop flip flopping and stop all this stream hopping. Get in the winner's circle and stay there.
Yo, man, that's what it's all about, man. He said that was dope. Hey, man, that's what it's about, man. Yo, man, you gotta hold it down out here, man. That's all. You gotta stay solid, man. That's all you can do, and then good things come to you, man. That's all. That's what it's about, man. Teamwork, man. You see what it's about? You got the big homie live at the game, you got your honor intact, he gonna throw you a salad. This is what it's all about.
That's second hand, that's not third hand, that's first
live
hand.
from the game, too. Word. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, next time you might see me over there. I'm telling you, whether we in Chicago, Charlotte, I'm telling you, it's about to go down. Y'all better go support BigBallerBrandInc.com right now, goddammit. There's a lot of tax money flying around. Y'all better go support Big Baller Brand Inc., goddammit. It's Flight Sports.
And Flight Sports, shout out to you, brother. Like you say, that's what happens when you keep your integrity intact. You're not out here chasing for clout. You're not out here trying to position yourself to be the king of the hill. You follow what I'm saying? You just Flight Sports TV, and you give cats like me, bum cats like me, an opportunity to show my ugly face on your platform. Shout out to you, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's great. We got Zen in the building. What's good, Zen?
What's cracking, Flight, man? I had to tap in today.
Peace, bro. Yo, listen, man, the door is open for you, bro. Shout out Zen. Y'all know if you met my man All Access over here, man. Zen is a cool dude, Dex. This dude, he been supporting us. This is your first time on the panel.
Actually, not my first time. But,
you was on one more. I remember you showed your face and everything. You had the real Astro background. I remember that.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna cam up in just a minute, but I couldn't resist hopping on, man. Portland's going crazy up here today.
I see. That's your squad, right?
Yes, sir. That's my hometown. So,
what you think about these moves? What you mean they go? All they got was Joe Ingles.
I'm with it because I understand the plan, and I understood the plan in the offseason, man. When we signed Tony Snell in the offseason, obviously we tanking. You don't sign Tony Snell to win.
Yep.
So we tanking. The whole time we've been tanking, and Dame's in on the tank, and Laker babies, they can cry all they want. It ain't going to happen. So as far as moving forward, they got Anthony Simons about to get a $20 million deal. He's up and coming quick.
Yep.
And you build around Simons, Lillard, and Chet Holmgren through the draft. Plus, I think we got a first rounder out of with Ingles today. Oh, it's trouble.
Yeah, Ingles. That was a big surprise for him to be leaving the Jazz. It seemed like he's a type of Jazz player. You know what I mean?
I mean, they all assets at the end of the day, and I'm just happy to have a shooter that likes to sit in the corner like he does and plays a little D. Ingles will get you.
I like that move. I like Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles is a sniper. I like that pickup for y'all. Portland ain't gonna be all right though. I mean, I still think y'all gonna end up moving on from Dame. I think they delaying the inevitable. But you said you understand something. But what I can say is, it do look like they trying to do something. Like I like Joe Ingles. It's gonna be a different team. Yeah, Josh Hart is a two-way player. Joe Ingles is a two-way. He defends too. He's not just a sniper.
Right.
I think he's a better shooter than Norman Powell, because I didn't like y'all lost Norman Powell. Right. So I was like, what's up with that? But Joe Ingles, I think, is a good pickup. They didn't need him anymore because they got Bogdanovich, so they're gonna roll with him. That was some wild shit. That move.
Shout out to Uncle Bernie.
Young dudes too. Nikhil Alexander. Shout out Uncle Bernie.
Y'all was gonna say they saying Nurkic is looking likely to go to Toronto for Goran Dragic.
Ooh, that's
on the table.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Fly. Hey, look here, man. I'm sitting up here watching the game, man. The Bulls and the Hornets game is going on now.
That's good, man. God is good, man. Shout out Uncle Vern watching the game. It's a good one. I think this might go down to the wire. Both teams need this.
Bird, you see ball? You see ball facts in the crowd when it's over.
Your ball facts are sitting right there. You can see him. He's right by the Hornets bench.
Facts. You can see him on TV.
Yes.
I saw him already.
And then he came on. Then he came on Flight Sports TV and paid heavy homage. We appreciate him.
I'm gonna see if I can spot him.
Now, hold on, you gotta wait till we go down the floor.
Yeah,
He on the Hornets side.
Yeah, you see that big fat shape.
He right there. He had a big bag of popcorn. He's like literally sitting behind somebody on the front. He in the second row, not front row, second row from the court side. Still on the floor. Floor seats, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Man, the
Think about what
NBA is
Sack
looking
did.
crazy.
Yeah, I saw
right now.
him out there. I heard.
You see him, Dex?
Well, I'm on commercial right now.
I saw him out there. Flight. I heard him when he said flight. Shout out to Flight Sports TV.
Yeah.
I heard him. I saw him on this thing when he did that.
Then they, like I say, you got the latest. He was after the pop-up shop. They went out to dinner. He was able to get some time with Melo. You know, they're priceless. You know, Ball Facts playing some content. You know, so y'all better stay tuned and subscribe to Ball Facts right now. My man is like 3K away from 100K. Let's get this man that plaque, goddamn it, so we can have a celebration. Let's support each other. Flight Sports.
After the game, Flight, they're going out again.
Yes, sir.
I already know. You ain't got to tell me after every game. It's a ritual.
Right.
Well,
So
it's what they do.
hopefully, Melo have a good game. We get some good content from him.
That's a fact.
Hey, check it out. I want to shout out the Charlotte Hornets for the fire jerseys they have this year. You watch these jerseys that they're wearing in this game, man.
City editions.
Fire.
They got the city editions on with the
Hornets. They always wear the jersey.
Yeah, no, that jersey right there in particular, though, Flight.
Yeah, I like that one.
That
I want
shit is
that
hard.
one.
That's
AB the Hero got that one.
They didn't have that one last year. That's a this year's version.
Yeah, that's the city edition for this year.
Yeah, that's one of the hottest jerseys.
Philly got the hottest city edition though.
I like that Bulls jersey that they got right now.
like
That's
the
a
Philly one
classic
better
red
than this?
one.
Philly city edition jersey is the most fire one.
Is that the one that's like the kind of cream colored one?
Nah, it's navy and it got the spectrum on the side panels. The old Philly spectrum.
All right.
Them shits is fire.
I don't think I've seen those.
Oh, bro, they the best ones to me. Miami's is though too though.
Yeah, Miami's a kind of fire too.
Yeah, Miami. They got the Vice City shit, man. I don't know. They might have changed it from last year.
Charlotte down by 1.
It's
Ooh.
Smith. It's Smith. He gonna play for every team in the league when it's said and done. You got Cleveland up.
I'm gonna be real. These dudes are playing hard out here this game. Like they're not playing games at all out here.
They got Chicago got a win tonight. Cleveland, I think is leading up 10 right now. Harden out for next game Thursday against Wizards. He got left hamstring tightness.
Wasn't it the hammy with him last year?
I don't know. DeMar just had to hit a clutch one. It ran one of his classics.
Hey, I just seen Leangelo. Leangelo's at the game.
Yeah. They about to have a family affair tonight.
Bonk. Wait till they go to the All-Star game. That's when they really gonna have that
family tonight. It's about to go down. There's gonna be a lot of content where you better watch his content when he get back. I ain't gonna say no more.
Hey, what y'all think about what LeBron said last night?
Oh, we got to that. I got all over his ass. We can get on that. He threw his team under the bus.
That soft ass Bron bullshit.
Did he? Talk that shit, Flight.
What did he say? I didn't hear him.
You didn't catch that, Dex?
No.
Wow.
They asked him if they thought they could get on Milwaukee's level. He said, "This team, nah."
Yeah, he said that they not on Milwaukee's level. Do you got enough? No, we don't have enough to be on Milwaukee's level right now. Right. No. He wanted to say we ain't shit, but he changed. He fixed himself. He was about to say that. He said we ain't shit. He was about to say that. We was not on his level. Yeah, he was about to say we ain't shit.
And Dex, he not only did he say that they're not on Milwaukee's level, he said he didn't believe that they could get on. He said he did not believe they could get on Milwaukee's level right now.
He should be ashamed of himself. You know what LeBron be doing. You know, Pat Riley, I'm telling you, he looking better and better by the day. Really, you know, Pat Riley had his he fixed him.
That's crazy.
He ain't want to respect Pat Riley. You know, but now there you go. Now he running the show.
2 chips.
He should have stayed there with Miami. He would have racked up all them chips because they would have put pieces around.
Respectable chips.
Look, you got the white sweater on with the hat.
Yeah, I'm on commercial break. Hold on, am I live? Hold on a second.
Yeah, he's right there by the score table.
I got 54 seconds in the first.
When they show the table, you see him.
Watch this shit live. I'm tweaking.
Come on, Melo.
I was wilding.
Melo.
Remember, I got Swing TV. So I'm at 28-26. I'm back on live.
Okay, you ahead of me.
Scary
Where do you think Yellow at?
I thought I saw Yellow, but it must be.
He gotta be there. He might be. I'm gonna say God, he might be.
It looked just like him, but it might have been somebody else.
Yeah, let's have an all-star dinner.
I thought I saw him.
Yeah, Greensboro should be playing again. Oh, Melo trying to take a tough one. I thought he got fouled.
Doing the most, Melo.
I mean, that could have been a foul right now.
That should have been a foul. It should have been a foul. That should have been.
Oh, Melo got right back with him. Oh my goodness, he got him right back though.
Take that.
With that one. You saw that?
Yes, sir.
Melo with 9, 3 of 5.
All-star.
Look at ball. I can see ball facts good.
Yeah, I know now.
DeMar got Bridges on the string though.
Wherever you see Jeff Burger, look to the side, ball facts.
Front and center, goddamn.
Hey, DeMar got Bridges on the string. You're gonna play him like a puppet for the rest of the game. I see that.
That's what it's about. That's the next thing. That's the next wave, Dax. Even though you've been doing that already, hitting these games.
Oh yeah, I just been doing a lot of work.
No, I'm just saying that's the next evolution. So I mean, I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit up Facts. See what's the next time we hitting up Charlotte or even Chicago. At this point, we about to.
Charlotte and I am right.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I should have coordinated this a little bit better. But I'm telling you, next time, now I ain't gonna say nothing.
I would have sent you the gas money. If that's what you
good. Nah, we good.
I go sleep on my little cousin.
You give me one of them 5-star tellies. You can go. I go for one of those. Shit, I'm gonna be at the local Holiday Inn. Fuck.
You got to work your way up to that. They go ball facts again. Oh, they showing ball facts a lot.
Yeah, he's getting his cameo time.
He got his head down right now. Ball facts got his head down.
I'm looking at the ref right now. He holding up the game.
Yeah,
the ISO
Ball facts is right behind the Charlotte bench.
Yo, he's not at the very front. He's sitting behind the dude in the front row.
Yeah, he about to score ticket.
No closer. Dude must have bought the tickets before him. Type stuff.
Was it a foul or out of bounds? What they call it?
Game. Yo, I want to tell you another trip back. Every time I go to a game live, it's a blowout.
You see ball facts? You see him? He keep putting his head down.
I see him. I'm looking right at him.
He's right there, dude in the yellow. He's sitting right next to him.
Yeah, right between that first scorer's desk, right between that bench, is right there.
He got his head down right now, though.
Every time I go to the game live, is a blowout, and every time I don't go to the game and go to triple overtime, I remember Carmelo put up 4. I just go in every Knicks game, and then the game I don't go to, it go to triple overtime, and he put up 45 points. The game I don't go to. I mean, I was like, yo, this is some crazy shit.
Be that way sometime, you know?
Word. Melo, one time I went to the game and Melo got ejected.
What?
In the first quarter. Oh, I was hurt. But that actually was a close game, but there was no Melo.
Was Jeremy
there?
Was Jeremy Lin there?
Nah, this is with Rose. I had Rose. That's when I went. I went there. I went to the Atlanta game when they was when they had D Rose and shit. I was going all the games. And then I went to the Golden State Warriors game in Atlanta when they was 72 and whatever the hell. When they had that historic run. I watched that shit. I was there. What else? I seen Isaiah Thomas. I went to a playoff game when the Hawks played the Celtics. And Isaiah Thomas was on the Celtics. This one, Isaiah was Isaiah.
Right.
Yeah, well.
I got to see LeBron's first game as a Laker.
Shit, as a kid, like I said, I went to see Madison Square Garden multiple times. I seen Iverson when he was on the Nuggets. When Melo was on the Nuggets, I seen JR. I seen LeBron when he was on Cleveland when they had Elgauskas and who else was on that fucking team? Daniel Gibson.
You live in Portland?
Booby.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
What's life like out there in Portland? Give me a normal day in Portland because I've never been there. I don't got no family there either.
Well, I'm not from here, but when I moved here and I was younger, I used to do a lot of outdoor activity type of stuff. So I was really into trail running and all that shit. I live on the west side. I work for Intel. I work for Nike. All of that stuff. So as long as you're in the corporate complex and you live in that lifestyle, it's amazing. But as you get older, you move around a little bit. It gets a little boring. I'll put it that way. So I'm getting ready to get out of here. I bought a house this year, but I'm gonna live in it for a couple of years and probably move to Atlanta in a couple of years.
What? You go to the A?
Hell yeah. Ain't no sisters up there.
Well, Portland, you said it's too expensive to live there?
No, I said ain't no sisters in Portland.
Oh.
Yeah, Portland got a lot of interracial relationships going on up there. But one thing with Portland, all you got to do is look across that water and you can see Vancouver, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You ever been to Portland, Dex?
Yeah, man, you get on that freeway, you get lost. It's like a spaghetti bowl.
Yeah, it's the traffic's horrible. I think we got probably the 12th ranked traffic in the country.
You ever been to the Motor Center?
No.
All the time. Yeah,
that one little area.
Thinking about going tonight, but I don't even know who's going to start for the Blazers tonight. So I don't think I'll make that trip down there.
Wow.
That's
hey, but what is that? The Rose? Is that the name of the arena?
The Motor Center. They changed it.
It's the Motor Center now, right after.
Okay. Yeah, last before it was called the Rose.
I'm trying to think. It was something else before the Motor. I just can't remember what it was before. Other than Rose Garden, there was one before the Motor. I just can't remember at this point.
You remember when they had Carmelo Anthony? Carmelo did good for y'all.
Yeah, well, we did good for him too. We brought his career back. Everybody else had him in the
pocket. Yeah, that's true.
So, let's not forget that. Now
he got down to the playoffs.
Yeah, bro. For us, mid-market team, I like what's happening right now because it sends a message to the players and, the organization top to bottom that ain't nobody safe.
But they just got rid of CJ McCollum, though. I think that was like something that it seemed like they never wanted to do.
It was overdue. 3 years overdue.
Yes.
Man, they should have put another piece around now.
I think we good, man. I think everybody's underestimating Anthony Simons. He was a
I know he's nice.
Shoot,
I know about Anthony Simons.
And he got ups like he won the dunk contest, right? But I seen him catch a football. Man, this kid can jump.
No, that dude is a problem. He was in the dunk contest.
He won it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he can shoot. Dude is a true talent. He's gonna they're gonna put heart in that spot, right? Or they're gonna keep him.
He's starting. 21 years old. He's gonna start.
Yeah, they're gonna put Simons and have my man. Yeah, I like what they're doing. Josh Hart is a good pickup. I think we underrated Josh Hart. He ain't no CJ though, but it's a different team y'all building. Y'all building a more well-rounded squad.
Yeah, Hart will play.
Now, where you gonna get that other scoring from?
Other than Simons, because Simons is a scorer.
Yeah, he scored. Yeah.
Yeah, but come on, dude. Simon, this is the Western Conference, man. You need some more firepower than Simons. Come on, stop acting like I ain't sleeping on Simons, but come on. That's the
we did pick up Ingles today, so that's a little help.
Yeah, that's a little help. I think
you're gonna see in the summer. You're gonna see a lot of turnover. I don't think Nurkic is. Well, you know what? I think we are going to keep Nurkic now that I look at it. Nurkic is like the 20th ranked center in the NBA or something like that, which isn't that bad, and the options aren't that good. So.
Wait. You said the 20th?
Something like that, yeah.
That's bad. That's.
I may be wrong about his ranking, but I know he wasn't that bad off. He's middle of the pack, and you're not going to get one of those other guys from what I can see.
Yeah, 20th is below the middle of the pack. That's the bottom half. 15 is the middle.
Right. Well, you got 28-32.
But normally, Nurkic plays better than what he's been doing. You know what I mean? Normally, Nurkic be like in the top 12.
Yeah, but he broke his leg. You don't remember? Yeah. I think he was gonna be that third scorer for y'all, like that third. No, they said a third option. I think he was gonna be that dude, but he ended up breaking his leg, and like I said, he's 7 foot now. That should set him back for forever.
Yeah, you're right about
Yeah,
that.
that break was nasty too. I remember that
Yeah,
shit
it
like it
was.
was yesterday. He just collapsed.
It was like Gordon Hayward's.
Yeah.
That shit was worse. Gordon
Yeah, I
Hayward.
think
Gordon Hayward. That shit was some self-infliction. Hold on. How the hell did that happen again? Did somebody catch his leg?
nah,
It just
just
happened.
landed.
Oh, okay. Now
Just
this is
landed and the shit
all he did
snapped.
was take a step and the whole leg just dropped.
Yeah.
And that shit looked like it hurt. Like, I felt sorry for that
Oh
dude.
man, them compound fractures are the worst. But I think we'll
That's
be all
on a
right.
7-footer.
I'm sure Portland's not done moving pieces between now and next season, and if they're smart, which they should be, they're not thinking about this year at all. They're just
Why
let's
Nick
focus
Richards
on the
looking
cap
at
and
that?
get somebody here for next year.
Yeah, I just want I want the Pelicans in the playoffs, so I hope I want them in the play-in, so I hope y'all don't give a shit about it.
Yeah, I want us to tank too because they want to get Chet Holmgren out of the draft.
Who the hell is that?
Oh, that's a boy from
Center.
South.
Chet Holmgren. Let me.
Is he a point guard?
right now?
No, he's a center. Yeah.
7-foot
He's like one of the
center
best,
from
best college players right now.
Gonzaga.
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
he, the number one pick?
He might be.
I mean, how do you they're not gonna get the number one pick. They're gonna bottom out like that.
But I'm just saying,
I
it
don't
depends
know
on
where he's projected.
It is a new draft though.
check the top five.
It's a new draft too. So the draft is different now, so you never know how it's gonna work. You right.
We did pick up a first rounder today from Utah, so
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna lie, y'all looking like y'all trying to make some plays out here. I ain't gonna lie, y'all looking like y'all trying something.
But that first
we ain't sacked.
26, right?
What's up?
Is that first round of 2026 for Portland?
No,
I think-
2022.
Oh, 2022.
Yes, this year.
Oh, okay.
That's a big deal.
I like Portland. I like Portland. They're a good team.
You
I
only
think
like,
Dame's a magnet. You know, when you got a player like Dame, people are drawn.
You said what?
you only like Portland because they gave Carmelo Anthony a second chance.
Yes. You gotta listen. I don't care how they did it. They paid homage to him too. Not only did they give him a second chance, they paid homage. You understand? They put him in the starting lineup day one. There was no debate.
Yeah.
That's how he's supposed to. Yeah, don't play around with him like that. You crazy?
Who
That was
kept their
Dame's leadership.
He did good too.
Yeah, that was Dame and CJ demanding that.
They did. It was though. I'm gonna give him credit. But Carmelo Anthony did. He made him look good too.
Yeah.
Because he made everybody look like a fool because they thought he was done.
They said today Russ needs to go talk to Carmelo, have dinner with Carmelo about the second half of your career. Because Carmelo changed his game up, turned it from a back to the basket guy to a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, but hold on, wait a sec. Carmelo Anthony always was a decent shooter, though. That's the thing. I mean, so it's like all Melo had to do was step out to the 3-point line. He already was a shooter. He was a mid-range. He played in a different era where the mid-range was the money. They don't do that no more. So he's got to take a step back.
That's all he had to do.
What's name was never a shooter. He was never a shooter.
That confidence. Look at Giannis.
Smith out
Yeah,
here
I ain't
doing.
gonna lie. Yeah, you don't have to be a sniper. All you gotta do is can he make a mid-range consistently? You know, that's it. That's what I'm saying. Giannis, he ain't no. Well, he do be taking them though. I ain't gonna lie. He's shooting with confidence. So I'll give it to you though. Giannis ain't no shooter, but when he shoot that shit, he's got the utmost confidence.
He shot AD's eyes out.
Like he's second guessing himself. Westbrook need to contemplate retirement, man. I'm not trying to be funny. It's just he can't go out like this. Like, I mean, this is sad. What's happening? You can't go out.
Take a bench role, but they paying him too much money.
You can't go out like that, man. You gotta dictate your own destiny, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like right now they playing with you right now. They're gonna have you like you keep fooling with LeBron, they're gonna make your ass look like a clown. You know, LeBron, who was on the podium? It was Anthony Davis and LeBron. He only protected AD. He don't give a shit about Westbrook.
Nobody else.
I've never seen LeBron have so much protection over a player though. He protecting the shit out of AD.
And I'll tell you what, I would protect Horton Tucker. I know people are down on him right now, but I think Horton Tucker's a great player. He just needs to be managed and trained.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Lakers there, he's gonna be a guy get traded and blossom just like everybody else.
Right.
Green, I gotta challenge you on that one. You saying THT need to be managed and trained? Do you know he's a Clutch Sports client? That's all they do is manage and train.
Yeah, but when you're on LeBron's team, you're not getting the real deal.
He's a
That's
real
true.
starter.
That's what I think. I think.
But I mean, at the end of the day, but are they able to play? Is he able to play his game, or he got to play LeBron James' system?
Right.
Now
That's another thing.
Yeah, that's a good one right there, Flight. I got
Playing with LeBron, you're gonna be a spot up shooter. That's probably not able. He's not able to show all his talents. That's what they try to do to LeBron. I mean, Lonzo and shit. You know.
I just think it's not. I think they pumped him up to trade him, and then nobody really believed in it. Because
they tried. You know they ain't got no allegiance to him. They hyped him up to get his trade value up, make it seem like he's untouchable.
Right.
That's what they do.
Yep.
I see a lot of upside with him though. He's 6'5". How old is he?
He's gonna be good. He need to get with a team that's gonna develop him. He's good. The Lakers ain't that team.
But see what happened? He got that money because Clutch did give him a good paycheck, more than I thought he was worth. And he went to Calabasas and he just started eating up everything. He started eating all the sushi.
White girls and sushi.
And caviar. Sushi and caviar. Eating all that. You know what I'm saying? A Chicago kid. He's a Chicago kid. You know what I'm saying? He out there with the Kardashians and all them people, man. The Drakes and the what's his Montana? What's his name? French Montana and all them people, man. Just hanging out, just chilling. He don't know how to handle that. They ain't Chief Keef now. You follow what I'm saying? It's a different kind of rich.
Yeah, it is. It is. They comfy rich.
Yeah. So he went out there and just Calabasas absorbed him, and now look, nobody hanging out with him.
Yeah, they're trying to get his ass out of town, man. The LeBron special.
On the first day smoking.
Yeah.
On a positive note, Zach LaVine's 3 for 6 with 13 points, and Zach LaVine's almost at 2 points a shot.
What about DeRozan? Was he on 8 or 10?
DeRozan shooting 5 for 7. He's got 10 points. His negative.
5 for 7.
DeRozan's negative 13. Zach LaVine's plus 8. So DeRozan's defense may not be all that fruitful today.
Yeah, Kobe out there trying to play a little defense. I see he blocked Melo's shot. Melo didn't think Kobe had them ups like that. He held that ball in his grip too long, and Kobe made him eat it.
Yeah, DeMar's the only starter with a negative plus minus. He's a negative 13 right now. So if they lose this game, as of now, it's DeMar's fault.
Well, the Hornets was applying pressure more than I thought they was, because I thought they was going to try to just kind of shoot around, shoot 3-pointers, but they've been driving to the rack. Vooch did some pretty good defense, but I think in the second half, the Bulls might wear down.
Yeah.
What's the scouting report say on the Bulls, D? What's the scouting report on the Bulls defense?
What defense? They Ole, Matador.
Well,
the path of least resistance. I mean,
Caruso's out. He's still waiting on Caruso.
Don't say Caruso. Say Lonzo. Then say Caruso. Say Lonzo, then Caruso. Then go down the line, Patrick Williams. But Javonte Green is back, so that helps a little bit. But it just seems like Javonte Green don't play as hard as defense as when Caruso and Lonzo was out there for some reason. It's like he will play, but then it's like. So hopefully that's not the case. But the Bulls ain't really playing no defense right now. I don't even look. I used to look up their metrics on defense, like in the beginning of the season, because they were doing so swell. I don't even look it up right now. If Josh Jackson not in this in the chat, I don't know what the Bulls defense is, because he keeps up with that.
I'm gonna just look up team defense real quick and see where they are in the standings. They're number 6, tied for 6 in NBA. So still in a good position defensive wise. General defense.
Yeah. Yeah, but like you say, the heart of their defense lies with Lonzo Caruso, and they're out. So we don't really expect the Bulls to be that tenacious on defense due to that right there. Because what's left of the Bulls, the majority of the team and plus Ayo's out also. What's left of the Bulls is basically offensive-minded players. Vooch, Zach, Kobe, and DeRozan.
Well, they were at one point the number one defense in the league, so they've probably fallen from 1 to 6 at this point.
Yeah, that's when it was all good and healthy, and they was striving. They took pride in defense. Now I don't think that pride is there.
You need a guy like Caruso sometimes to drive people.
Yeah, they're missing their pieces, man, especially on defensive end.
But I think they'll get back though. They'll get back once the second half of the season comes back. And what's the latest on Lonzo's surgery? Did he? I don't even think he had surgery, right?
No, he did. He had the surgery. I don't know what's the latest on it, but I know that he had it.
He went under the knife?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
LaMelo's 3 for 10.
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody in the building, please hit the like button. Helps out with the algorithm. We appreciate you.
All LaMelo's makes have been threes.
Yep.
I'm telling you, dude.
That's like a Lonzo game, right?
Oh my goodness, Kobe White just came down like he was. I don't know who the hell he thought he was.
Jordan.
Kobe White coming through dunking now.
He tried to resurrect his career. He don't like this bench role. He finally started playing hard.
Right.
Yep, I agree with that. Though.
Yeah, I got him on a commercial break right now.
Alan Carpenter's got the Bulls up 7. I took a break from my iPad.
You good? Oh, shout out Sky. What's Sky was so funny? Yeah, Sky.
The Bulls are up, Sky. What are you laughing about?
Right. That's so funny.
Sky, one thing I do want to
he's feeling good.
Yeah, one thing I do want to tell you, the Pelicans, they look like they're going to get in there. So far, it looks like you're going to be right. They might finally get into a play-in game.
Yeah, that'll be crazy. They'll deserve. I mean, shit. They might have to give this guy some coach of the year consideration. I know he ain't gonna win it, but Willie Green done changed things a lot.
No, he's not nowhere near the coach of the year.
Listen, they were just playing like horse shit and he came back.
Monty Williams is coach of the year, and if Billy Donovan get the number 1 seed, he'll be coach of the year. Trust me. It's nowhere. Nobody ain't looking down in the.
Well, they got to give it to Monty because he was so close last year.
Yep.
Yeah, Monty should have won last year.
Yep. So I don't know how you figured Green. I don't even know how you could even fathom that Willie Green was even considered to be coach of the year with all these coaches up here doing their thing. You got Steve Kerr, he's considered. You got Monty Williams considered. You got Doc Rivers might be considered because of the Ben Simmons saga, and his team still got action at the number 1 seed. You got Eric Spoelstra considered, and you got Billy Donovan. So how could you even look at Willie Green? Come on, Sky, baby.
Right.
And Flight.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean, I thought that maybe he could get something for turning that shit around because they was in the cellars.
But Sky said that they're still in the cellar.
Right now, the problem for Charlotte is 2 free
I think Brandon he already won most improved already. He need to win a sign.
That's right. Memphis coach, exactly. Alan Carpenter, I agree with that. Memphis coach is considered as well. No way they're even looking that far down. Let Willie Green. If that's the case, Murray gonna need to be coach of the year, right? If you're gonna say Willie Green.
Nah, Willie Green been coaching his ass off for a first year head coach. Well, let me not say coach of the year. He got some promise. He's showing promise. But he's gonna be a good fit. He got to clean up all this garbage that happened. Now he getting some players for his system. He got CJ, and I think that fit more his style, the way they was running in Phoenix.
Right.
You know, he probably won't put the points on the board. He could do it now. Bi, CJ, they're gonna put the points in fast.
Right.
That was Zion coming back because he was faster.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. What's your thoughts on Zion, Zen?
I'm wondering if him and LeBron met today since LeBron's up here.
Say what?
The first thing I'm wondering is, since LeBron's here today, I wonder if him and LeBron met, because I know he's training at LeBron's basketball facility.
Who, Zion?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Nike World Headquarters is about 5 miles from where I am.
Let me tell you something. Zion doing something. He just probably ain't talking. That's what I'm saying. You just gonna hear he's medically cleared. He's gonna shock the world.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna come out of there. I mean, he's at Nike, like I said. He's probably there getting his shit together. But I think ultimately he'll end up in New York with Barrett. I think that's what he wants.
What about the CJ BI situation? You think that's more part of BI?
I like that because it's a better balance. The problem in Portland with Dame and CJ was CJ never demanded the ball from Dame. So he would defer way too much. But a guy like BI is going to demand the ball. So it'll be a better balance between.
Now, BI still going to take closing shots.
Say again?
I don't know who's going to be closing, but but I mean, I think BI still going to want that shot in the fourth quarter. We're going to want them closing shots.
I guess if it's a 2 contest, it'll be BI. If it's a 3 contest, it'll be CJ. That would be my guess.
Yeah.
And once Zion comes back, that'll open it up for both of them.
That's good. They can't really double off none of them. You know, whether you can't really double BI too much now. You know, because they was really just loading up on Brandon Ingram. But I like what he was doing. He was turning himself into a passer. You know.
Yeah, I just want to see Zion get back there.
Oh yeah, that's everything. That's everything.
Make his mind up from there. Are you going to stay in New Orleans?
Because he literally got the palm. He got the franchise in the palm of his hands.
Yeah, and probably a whole bunch of Zatarans he don't need to eat.
Because they could easily could like really do something if he commit. Oh man, they got something. You know, I think he's more committed than letting on. You know, I think he might be all in with the Pelicans. I mean, he just ain't talking.
It's just like with Russell. You know, at some point you got to discipline yourself to accept change, and obviously he's not eating right.
No, he got some blame in this too.
Yeah, I would say it's all his fault. If he eats right, the Pelicans are different.
It's all his fault.
Nigga, ball facts. You see ball facts? Oh man, y'all missed it.
I'm looking at it right now. I see him.
Throws himself down, and then the camera went over the ball facts.
I seen it right on the replay. Huh?
I mean, they showed him good though.
Yeah, he got a good seat.
Yeah, when it was live, they showed it real good. They must know who the hell ball facts is, huh? Because they showing them a lot.
Yeah. Oh. Miles Bridges doing something.
Ball facts putting in work.
It's a fact. And they're gonna be chilling with the 101 after the game.
Zen, Jessica Anderson asked you a question. Hey Zen, where's Zion at?
Zion, Nike.
He said, "Yeah, I mean, I ain't heard that. I'm gonna take your word on it.
I'm almost positive.
I've been scouting for some news. I ain't heard that.
Yeah, when they said he was here in Portland, and I know he's a Nike athlete.
DeRozan with the 3.
That's 1 + 1 = 2.
Yeah, shout out Steph. That's an absolute fact. And don't ever have anybody tell you otherwise.
And the training facilities are amazing. I don't have to tell you, they're amazing.
So Zion's up there just getting his back in shape, huh?
That's what I hear. I said it might not have been the wisest choice because we got so much weed and food up here, and I think that's his problem in the first place. Smoking weed, playing video games, and eating foul food.
You think Zion blowing like that?
No.
I think that's what he's doing.
No, I think dude just got an eating problem. I think this dude just like, it's hard to explain, but he just got a certain kind of body where he just gained weight. No homo, like pause. I mean, he just gained weight.
I mean, at some point, you gotta have there gotta be some cause to why you can't control yourself beyond, 200.
They be having the munchies, huh?
That's what
Nah,
that's what I
I think
surmised.
it's maturity too. To a lesser degree, Carmelo Anthony was I mean, he probably is in that training facility that you just said that. So Zen, you might be right because I heard he was in Portland. So you might be right about that, what you just said.
It would only make sense that he'd be in at Nike in Beaverton, and I did hear Beaverton
He a
on
Jordan
TV.
athlete.
Yeah. I've been on that campus. Like I said, I worked for Nike for a short period of time, and it's amazing.
Mm.
The Michael Jordan building, the Tiger Woods Golf Center, Mia Hamm's got a soccer center. They got all these different cutouts, and the last building that was built was the LeBron James Basketball Center on the corner of Murray Avenue and I can't remember the other cross street, but
Wow, is that right? I didn't know LeBron had something up there.
yeah, it's huge. As a matter of fact, it looks like the African American History Museum.
Ooh.
You should Google it. Right on the corner.
The Bulls up on these boys. No,
You talking about the one in Memphis?
What's
Or the one in
Nike?
Atlanta? No,
Nike?
the African American History Museum.
It looks like the one in DC. It's got that
Oh, in DC. Oh,
chocolate exterior to it.
okay, got you.
the Hornets gonna have to work for this one.
Yeah, they down by 11, so that's not bad. And we know Bulls are not
Closing with the turnaround.
best in
Splash.
defense.
You're right. Borrego got to figure this out too.
DeMar DeRozan got 18.
He's shooting well. His plus minus is coming up too.
They're down 13. He almost hit that three. Oubre. Yeah, it's been a good game so far, man. The Hornets just got to step it up before they just take off.
So when is Zoe expected back?
I don't know, but I know I would think sometime next month.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we should be a few weeks away, at least a week or two away, probably before we get the latest.
All-Star break's coming up. So that
Yeah, I think he's going to come back after All-Star break, basically.
Yeah, it should be not too long out.
Yeah.
We should definitely hear something like, okay, da.
I already say he's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just more so conditioning and stress tests.
Right.
Yeah, All-Star weekend's next weekend.
Well, yeah, I can't wait to do come back. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a lot of excitement. That was crazy.
I'm like Joe Kim Noah. I ain't going to Cleveland. I don't care what's going on. You think Cleveland's cool? Does anybody ever say I'm going to vacation in Cleveland? No.
No. Stay away from Cleveland if you ain't
That's what
from
he said, though.
No. Listen. No. Cleveland, no. They have some good spots about Cleveland depending on what type of lifestyle you live. But outside of that, it's crazy, man.
I feel you. That clip with Noah, man, that was one of the most classic interview clips ever.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
What was that?
I said that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, it was.
Like I said, I don't see nobody going to vacation in Cleveland. That dude's young. They probably don't remember that.
Yeah, he was hilarious. I seen him I seen him in O'Hare one time, trying to make his way through the airport.
That's wild, man. I just can't wait to see what happens tomorrow, man. What other moves are made. Did you get into that Sabonis trade? What do you think about that?
Sacramento, I mean, they couldn't unload Fox. That's what it means. They wanted to unload Fox, but his contract's too big, so they did what they had to do. And Sacramento's pissed about it, but they also think Sabonis will help them. So I think it was balanced enough that you could see the upside on both Sabonis and.
Don't they got what's that? What they gonna do with? Didn't they draft it? We went up Bagley. What's up with him?
They're trying to get rid of him, but don't nobody want him. Contract's too big.
They're probably gonna let him walk. Nah, he should. His rookie get. Well, did he sign already?
I think they did sign him.
And
He only
Bagley's
got
not
paid.
working out. That Sabonis is obviously the replacement.
Yeah. So they're trying to get rid of him. I would say in the offseason they're probably going to offload Bagley.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. They're Marvin Bagley. Shout out to the chat. There's a hell of a game going on right now. We got the Hornets live. You know, they're in a tight one. You know, they gotta tighten things up, or they're gonna pull away, or the Bulls might pull away on them. Is that real? So Zen, what do you say?
I was just going to ask, does the trade deadline expire at midnight tonight or is it tomorrow?
No, 3 o'clock, I believe, Eastern time. You got to double check that, but I believe it's 3 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. So usually a lot of trades happen like at that deadline, you know. They're going to have a deadline special. They're going to have shit. A lot of things happen right on the money.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. This James Harden deal might happen literally at fucking 2:59. Like, that's how I be like. They have a deal and agreement or some shit. They'll have something in principle. You know, it's gonna be interesting to see what other moves. I just hope the Knicks are active. That's all I want. You know, they need an overhaul. And I want to see what the Lakers do. Because if the Lakers don't make a move, that was because they couldn't.
I mean, I take RJ Barrett seriously. And I think
I know, yeah. Like I said, maybe not this season, but I mean definitely in the future. You know, he's a player. I think we finally got that's one foundational building block.
That's the guy you build around.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Right now, I think he's the best player with the most upside on the roster.
And now
so you try to get rid of Julius and try to get some complimentary pieces. Shit, Portland might want him. You know, they might have to go. What if they go to Portland? What if your team get Julius?
For Nurkic or for some combination, I don't know. What am I giving away for Julius?
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to give up something.
Only thing I can see giving up is Nurkic.
We're gonna need Simons.
Whatever else? Nah, we ain't giving that up. He's been here since he was 18, so that's a 3-year investment. They about to. That's why Kyle had to go.
No, anyway, when we talking Julius, we ain't going. We're gonna start with Simons. Right, no, that's where the trade starts.
I don't see it happening. Too much invested, and they're clearing the roadway to sign Simons in the offseason to a bigger contract.
So I try to get Simons. I try to go get Hart. I get what I can.
I'll give you Nurkic and Hart for Randall. That's what I'll give you. And then
we got so many centers. We got Mitch, even though they look like Mitch's time in New York is done. I really like Mitchell Robinson, but it looked like they flirting with trading him. That's messed up.
He's not having a bad season, actually. Middle of the pack as far as centers go. I was looking at the center rankings today. I'm going to pull them back up so I can stop talking out my ass.
Wow. So you better pull up the standings. Donovan Mitchell about to come on.
This is the ESPN stats. Mitchell Robinson's ranked 18. Yeah, Nurkic was ranked 21 right now. Preseason ranked number 10. Right now he's ranked 21. So that would work for me. I'd take 18 for 21.
Yeah, that'll be a good pickup.
Yep. LaMarcus Aldridge, people are talking about him coming out of Brooklyn. I want Harden and Simmons to switch places. I want that. I think Brooklyn will blow the hell up if that happens. It might take Simmons a month, but he's a young dude. He'll get into shape quick enough.
Right.
And the Nets with some defense. And he doesn't need to score. So where's the downside? Put him at 3? No, put him at 4. I put him at 4.
Put who at 4?
Simmons. He's not going to play point guard, not with Kyrie Irving.
Nah, well, Kyrie look like he don't give a shit about the point guard position. He want to score. I don't know what the hell happened up there in Brooklyn. Like, I mean, it's obviously, like I said, Kyrie just took over the roster. He took over every goddamn thing over there.
I mean, I understand him not wanting to get vaccinated, but he got to
No,
balance
no,
his
no, yeah, but no, I'm just talking about just like I said, that it's just a messed up situation in general. It's not just that. It's just like I said, yeah, Kyrie, not the Kyrie situation, the KD situation, Steve Nash is like Nash is not a strong enough coach to deal
It's
with
like,
all this stuff.
but
So it's like,
KD was playing 40-minute games because Kyrie wasn't there, and Harden was still achy too, which he still ain't 100%. But that's why KD got hurt. He was playing 40+ minutes a game.
all right. Well, let's see what happens next year. Might be different for the Kyrie situation, but it's crazy. It's gonna be interesting to see how it all works out.
Yeah, I was thinking even, earlier in the season that Dame for Kyrie would have been a good trade for both teams.
Yeah, that would have been a good pickup. Alan Carpenter said, I heard Denver trying to get Hart. That'd be crazy if y'all flip Hart too. It's like y'all flipped everything. I thought y'all was gonna keep Nikhil.
Flipped him.
I sent his ass packing.
I mean, I was so happy to see Tony Snell exit. Like I said, when they signed Tony Snell, I said, okay, we're tanking.
When they signed Tony Snell?
Yep.
What's wrong with Tony Snell?
Everything.
He was a dude. He had some promise back in the days, but shit just fell out on him for whatever reason.
You ever see that graphic where he played like 22 minutes?
He said Brown AD can't stop the Greek freak. That's a fact.
They said Tony Snell had like 22 minutes in one game, and his whole stat line was 0, 0, 0, 0. No points, no assists, no rebounds, nothing.
Yeah, Tony. So, what you say? You're not from Portland? Where you from again?
I grew up around Pittsburgh.
Oh, PA.
Yeah.
So, what about the Sixers? You fool with them?
Growing up, especially, I'm almost 50, so I remember the Dr. J days well. Definitely messed with him growing up, but then Dr. J did The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, and so we was in love with that, and we got our hopes up for a team in Pittsburgh after the movie, and it never happened. So,
Hey, Jim, how old are you?
What's up?
How old are you?
Shit, I'm almost 50.
I thought you was a youngster.
Nah, man. I'm like 5 months from it, bro.
Yeah, you said The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. Yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah.
I went to go see it actually at the movies.
Pittsburgh still loves that movie.
It's a cult classic for sure.
Yeah. So I messed with the Sixers during that time, and when AI came around, of course you messed with them. And now that Troel is doing his thing, I would have to say, other than the Blazers, that's my closest team at heart is the Sixers. Definitely ain't rooting for Cleveland when you grow up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's very odd.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, from Pittsburgh, and then I went all the way to Portland.
Yeah, bro. I've been, through the military and around the world and all that stuff, and
Pittsburgh's an old ass city. I've been to Pittsburgh. It's old.
It is 1750 something, I think. Old as shit. Cold too. I got a chance to go. I was home for Pittsburgh versus Baltimore this year. That was fun.
Wow. What it was like?
You know what? It was the first Steeler game I ever been to, and it was unbelievable for me, man. My friends couldn't believe it because it's not like I didn't grow up with my pops or nothing, and we could have made that trip any time. And I had to ask myself at that point, like, damn, why the hell did we never, come to the stadium? But my dad's also a Vietnam veteran, so that kind of adds up. Maybe he don't want to be around crowds. But for me, it was a first-time experience, and going to the Moda as much as I do, I'm just familiar with that sports environment. And it was pretty much like going to the Moda Center, but bigger and black and gold and loud as hell. But it was like 50-something degrees that day. We got lucky, so we hung out after the game and had some drinks or whatever. It was a cool night.
Yeah, so sound crazy. I gotta go visit Portland one of these days. See what
Yeah,
the city
Portland
looking
is-
like.
It's coming to summertime. It's absolutely beautiful.
I bet. Let me see if this game then came up. Any other games on today that you're looking forward to?
Shoot, let me see. Well, we got LA tonight here, but they got us blacked out, man. I can't even watch local games.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, you watching Portland?
I can't.
Why do you can't watch? Oh man.
They got us blacked out. So I'm gonna probably watch Golden State and Utah after this.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, Utah. That's gonna be a good one. What's up with Klay Thompson? You got word on him?
Nothing new. Did he take a pause, or is he still? I think he did take a little bit of a pause, right?
I think so. They was doing some story on this dude earlier. I don't know exactly what happened. This guy said the Lakers bench rest in the fourth quarter, and they still lost. You got 58-45. For the second half coming up, you got DeMar with 18, Zach with 15, Vooch with 10.
Looks like Clay's expected to play tonight.
Yeah, that's why. I didn't hear what they were saying, but I did see he was getting featured.
They did say something about his minutes restriction being lifted, but I know when you come back from injury, sometimes you might go a little too hard one game and need a game off, and that process can go for a couple months. But I think he looks good. You got to get his game confidence back. That's all. The C captain.
Right. I've been to one Steelers game like 30 years ago. I'm from West Virginia. I definitely ain't never been to West Virginia. Dr. J was my favorite player. Yeah, Dr. J. You know Dr. J from Long Island, from Roosevelt.
Uh-oh. I got a cousin out on Central Islip.
Oh, what? Sierra? Yeah, that's out in Suffolk County.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm from Nassau County.
Okay.
But I know Sierra. I know about Central Iceland. That's a little ways away from Hempstead. Next time you talk to your people, let them know about Hempstead.
Oh, I know about Hempstead. That's where Chuck D's from.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy from.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of people from Hempstead, from Long Island. Period. That a lot of people don't know.
I know my New York history pretty well, especially when it comes to hip hop. I know my New York history pretty well.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Miles Bridges always trying to throw down the tomahawk. This dude tried to throw the house down on Vucevic just now.
Yeah, Chicago's running away with this.
Yeah, that's why I was saying they got to wake up. Right now, the pace is definitely. Oh well, they just got a turnover, but the pace is definitely in favor of the Chicago Bulls right now. Zach LaVine on Melo. Oh, Melo was. Oh my goodness, he didn't put. This dude didn't put Zach LaVine in the blender. Good ball movement. Oh man, they missed that shot. That would have been a big make.
It looks like Mason Plumlee's getting chewed up and Kelly Oubre's getting chewed up. Kelly Oubre's 3 for 11 from the floor, 1 for 5 from 3.
Vooch just hit a midi. This is a crazy game so far. 60-45. Good God.
Yeah, Vooch is.
They better wake up. 12-9 for Vooch. That's why I said Vooch be looking sloppy out there, but his numbers. Melo to the basket. At halftime, Stephen A. called Vucevic a weakling. So disrespectful. I didn't even hear that part.
Nah, he's definitely not.
I know that Melo got 11 and Rozier got 10. Oh, I'm about to say Zach hit that 3. I ain't gonna let the Bulls trying to kill him. But I ain't gonna let the Bulls take stupid shots. When they take these dumbass shots, they let them play in the game.
Start losing your rhythm.
Yeah, that's what the Bulls take, a lot of stupid shots. And before they realize they're in the tie game, they forcing it to Vooch.
Do you think anybody is likely to exit Chicago after this, like Zach LaVine, after this season?
I mean, I don't know. I think that's a tough call to say. But you will have to see how they finish. I don't think. Listen, they put all the pieces around him, so why would they leave? Kobe White just hit a three. I think what's more likely to happen is if they make a move, like let's say, to bolster this roster even more. Let's say something go wrong with Steph in the playoffs, and I hope that will happen. I can see something like that occurring.
It looks like Dexter's dropped.
Yeah, he'll be back. Well, but my man, oh my God, Plumlee. Damn. Well, Plumlee just fucked up that package. 63-49.
Lamelo is 4 for 12.
4 for 12. Mm-hmm. It'll come back. How you like Melo rated? What about Melo and Luka Doncic? Where you see what's up? Because they're the two guys they played overseas. Who you think is going to be the man between those two within the next 2 to 3 years?
This is LaMelo's league in 2 to
3
years.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking. I was saying that. It's looking like he just completely usurped Luka. And I like the talent that Melo got around. I think in Dallas, they need to get a better talent. It was just a broken down Porzingis. Melo got more flashier talent, and he make him look better.
I feel like Luka played professional too early and that he's maxed out. I don't think Luka's going to get any better.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's like I don't think he's gotten any better. He's the guy he is when he came in. That's crazy that you said that. I've never heard nobody evaluate it like that.
But LaMelo, I don't see a ceiling at all. I see Magic Johnson with a 3 ball.
With Melo?
Yeah.
I like Melo's passing ability. People slept on that.
Once he starts shooting more consistently.
Like I said, he just made the All-Star team. He's even more confident. I ain't gonna Lamelo on Javante Green, too. He defending him 63-52. They're doing the best they can to fight to get it. Oh, they got another turnover. Oh, they got a good hustle.
Shooting threat, though. His passing will be even greater. Yeah,
damn, the Bulls, they're just working them right now. 65-52.
Little ball didn't even touch the court.
Yeah.
Was that 4 passes without touching the court?
That was a hell of a screen right there from Plumlee. Terry Rozier for deep. He misses it. Melo ball. Oh, that's a foul. Thank you. 65-52. Melo going to the line for 2 shots.
Okay. You're still a couple seconds ahead of me.
Oh, you ahead of me?
No, you're ahead of me a couple seconds. I'm going to try to get it caught.
It's cool. You ain't got to kill yourself. It's always like that. Somebody's ahead of them than the other. It's always like that.
Facts.
Yeah. Melo got 0 points, 4 points in the third. He got 9 in the first, total of 13.
See, rocking a new colorway tonight too on the MB1s.
I mean, he always do that. He's been doing that a lot. He's switching up like colors. Like he wearing 2 different pairs.
I'm trying to get some of them Rick and Morty so I can ice them.
What you mean ice them?
Just put them in the closet for a couple.
You ain't gonna wear them?
Nope.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to get them. They're very hard to find in the stores, and like I said, online it's getting even worse.
Yeah, StockX will be.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna hold out until some of the hype die down. I got some for my kid though, my son, but I don't have a pair for myself. I'm not about to break my back yet, because that's what it's looking like. To get a pair of these.
I always thought.
And I wear a size 15 too.
Oof.
Yeah, so it's not like I couldn't go in the store. They be having like 1 or 2 pairs. It's not like a size 7 where they're gonna have a bunch. You can go everywhere to get a pair.
Yeah, you wear Hooper size shoes.
Yeah, so you gotta get there when that shit first drop, so you can go grab them, or you're gonna be iced out. Oh, Lamelo got a double screen. Free throw line floater. He made it.
Nice.
65-56.
I think I finally caught up with you now.
Yeah. Melo got 17. He put the piling on the points. DeMar, he got fouled on that and 1.
If he makes his next 2, he'll be at 50% shooting from the floor, which is where you need him to be.
Who, DeMar or Melo?
Lamelo.
Yeah, Sabonis available for Kings. Star big man he gonna play tonight.
Who's that?
Sabonis is playing tonight, y'all.
For the Kings?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. CJ said he wanted to play as soon as possible too.
Yeah, they play tomorrow.
I'm gonna look for that.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that game. He said, "I want to play right away." Goddamn, I ain't trying to wait. He said, "Order from." Shout out Godfrey. We're gonna definitely check that store. And I mess with that store. They got a lot of sports stuff. You know, like even for coaching, I used to go there when I used to coach.
What store is that, Flight?
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh yeah. We
Yeah,
got
that's
one.
like they sell jerseys and stuff in there. That's a good
Everything.
place. Like if you like doing like getting sports shit. Like if you want to work out,
Just
yeah, anything sports
don't
related.
don't buy sneakers there because they will
No, I never
be
got no sneakers.
disgusting.
Like I said, I used to be a coach. So I
Okay.
used to get like clipboards. It's just anything coach related. I would get from there. Melo just
Yeah,
missed the 370-56.
Dick's is their prices on sneakers are ridiculous. Every time I go in there, I walk out disgusted.
Right. No, I don't think they got the best shoes either. I haven't been there in a minute, so it's been a minute since I went there. So I don't know what changes they made or what. Jessica said Pelicans and Heat game tomorrow gonna be interesting. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. Oubre from deep misses it.
Westbrook out tonight. Lakers start back when miss his first game of the season tonight.
Man, they definitely gonna win tonight. Then
I don't even think it's really his back. I think he probably requested a trade.
Oh yeah, they got my hope for the Blazers win tonight.
They probably helping him out just in case they need to trade him.
Watch how much better the Lakers are tonight. Watch.
Well, LeBron, that's what he wanted.
It ain't gonna happen. Nobody's dumb enough to take that contract off their hands. Not after he's been exposed like this. I mean, when we weren't
Well,
paying
no,
attention.
I could see a situation where they, like I said, everybody just cut their losses. They trade him to Houston. Houston buys out Westbrook. Westbrook able to just go to any team that he want to go to. I think that's what's more likely to occur.
But why would Houston do that?
Well, why would they play Westbrook?
Who, Houston?
Yeah, they don't fit. He don't fit. He's gonna be coming in trying to win.
At this point, are you saying Houston accepts a trade and then buys him out?
That's why. They just cut their ties. They would really much be doing somebody a favor.
Yeah, I don't see why they would do that.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. They're not getting nothing for John Wall. So that's not like so they not.
Right. So if you don't include John Wall in that trade,
No, John Wall gonna be in the trade for Westbrook. This is basically gonna be a swap out for a swap out. Yeah, but the Lakers are actually gonna play John Wall, and the Houston is gonna buy out Westbrook.
I don't know if that really helps the Lakers all that much.
No, it don't. But I mean, they just need to get the hell away from Westbrook. Can it get any worse?
It can't.
John Wall is fresh.
I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense.
That's the only thing you're gonna get in terms of some good upside.
Unless Orlando's looking for an entertainer out there.
No, that don't make sense. Why would they do that? That is true. You could try to fleece somebody like that. Teams that I don't even see Westbrook wasting his time.
Nah,
but he might need to go somewhere like Orlando just to get his value up again.
For me, the hard part is this dude got bounced for the last 3 years, and now he's finally at home. And the human part of me feels for that. Like, man, you've been home for less than a year, really, and they're telling you already it's time to go. Your wife and kids just got comfortable at home, and now you got to pack up and go back to Houston, where you haven't played in 2 years. That might be hard. I mean, that might be enough for me to be like, all right, I retire, but he's got.
Well, they had a lot of promise for this dude Westbrook when he first got there. The problem with Westbrook is this, man. If I was Westbrook, I would just turn into a Rondo. Like, don't shoot, just quarterback this thing.
Just play.
Stop shooting. That's what I think he should do. I would just go out there and be a quarterback.
Make the adjustment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Damn, they showing players. This nigga Michael Jordan threw it on the lines on one. Good God.
He did it to him.
Yeah.
He did it to everybody, though.
Yeah. It says first former player to majority owner of NBA team. He was the Bobcats while he was a player. No, former player. I'm tweaking.
Well, the Wizards while he was a player.
Yeah.
He owned a stake in the Wizards, but that was minority stake.
No, I remember that.
To Charlotte.
60-56.
Wizards Jordan was dope, y'all.
Yeah, I don't think people don't give him enough credit. The Wizards Jordan.
He's getting his. I think he's getting his flowers now, but Wizards Jordan wasn't no joke. Just he can't, 2 years off, and then you come back, and everybody's like, "Dude, you're 37 years old. I don't know about this." And then it's Washington, so you're like, "Well, we don't expect you to win, so why am I watching?" But turns out he had some great play. Still left in him. 3 years worth of great play left in him.
Yeah. You ain't lying about that.
Daddy.
You said what? Say that last point.
Oh, that was Larry Nance's daddy. Larry Nance Jr. His daddy was the one getting shot on. We thought Sabonis was gonna get up here, man. We was hoping for it because his dad played here. He grew up here, so we were really hoping for that. I'm still kind of holding out hope for Kevin Love to come home too.
There you are. Can't lie. What you want to go to Portland? Is that where you from?
Yeah, he's from Lake Oswego.
Yeah. Listen, I don't think that's gonna happen because he probably feeling Cleveland.
Right now, it's got to be.
He was sitting. Is he coming off the bench too?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I ain't gonna like Kevin Love was around Cleveland for the shitty days. He gonna pay dividends in the playoffs, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, when they get to the playoffs, they're gonna switch it all up. Rondo won a championship. Kevin Love won a championship. Yo, Cleveland gonna be scary in the playoffs. They got all that size.
I could see that move though, especially if we want to move off of Nurkic to bring him home.
It don't make sense for them to do that. That's if they want to do it. They could do that because they need to open up some minutes for their younger players. But they on the playoff run. They could use him. They got LeVert. I mean, they got options. I'm pretty sure they're working Kevin Love, but I don't think they're gonna go for him.
Yeah, their front court is solid. They got Mobley and Allen in the front court, so seems like overkill. Seems like they could afford to let him go.
Right about that.
At least that's my line for the day. If Cleveland's listening,
what?
Take Nurkic and give us Kevin Love. Matter of fact, take Nurkic and Bledsoe and give us Kevin Love.
Yeah, Bledsoe. Who the hell got who got Bledsoe?
We do.
Y'all do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now move. Oh damn! I'm trying to figure out all the pieces y'all just acquired. They got Bledsoe, Ingles, Hart.
We got Hart and Ingles. Ain't nobody really counting Bledsoe, but he'll be a good, serviceable backup point guard for when Dame comes off the court, just to run the second unit.
It just seem like I ain't gonna lie. Portland always seem like they getting like the low level players. They never get the home runs. They always get these low level dudes, and they trying to masquerade them like they're some home run hitters. Like they lost a dude that could potentially go for 40 on any given night. And they haven't replaced that.
There was a cancel effect between him and Dame that we all. I mean, we all.
I ain't gonna lie. They took a lot of bad shots. When you just watch them once in the blue moon on TNT, it might look cool, but when they had Carmelo Anthony, I was watching these dudes. Because I wasn't watching Portland games every single game. And I'm just like, what the hell are they doing? I'm like, they just running. No, I'm just watching CJ, and then they just chucking shit. They just taking turns chucking bad shots.
No offensive flow.
It seemed like they wanted the hardest shot, they want to take it. CJ trying to shoot over 3-4 dudes, and then Dame will try to do it. Dame will shoot from deep. And the thing is, these shots look good. These shots look good when they're going in, but people don't see the misses that happen. Dame might shoot a 40-footer and miss it, and then shoot it again and make it.
Nobody else on the offense expects to shoot. They're
And
all
that's see,
standing
you're right.
around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had a shitty team. That's why they need to. That's why I was thinking about they need to just go ahead and rebuild.
But a lot of that, and people never say it, is Dame. And I've criticized Dame this season out loud for the first time. You're not a good point guard. You're not.
Yeah.
You're undersized. You don't play defense, and
Who,
you don't
Dame?
distribute the ball. Well, yeah, he's an undersized two guard. He's not a good point guard.
No,
He
he's
really
not. He's
should
not.
be on
He's
the
not a
team.
playmaker.
Exactly. He's undersized. He can't D nobody at one. So he really should be at two. But in this league, a two guard is 6'5". So
Right.
that's the problem. He has to be more of a Chris Paul type. Excuse me.
You say that'd be more of a Chris Paul type to do what?
Because Chris Paul's more of a distributor and playmaker. Chris
Right.
Paul's always thinking team instead of thinking shot. You can see his head working. Where Dame, we're sitting in the crowd, we're all sitting in the motor, and everybody knows when he's going to chuck it up.
Right.
We look at each other like, here it comes. And if we can see it, the rest of the NBA can see it. This is the side of Damian nobody likes to talk about. The ball sticks with him. Period. And that was canceling CJ out. Dame would leave the court. CJ would have to get on with the second unit and try to warm up his offense with the second unit half the time. It just never worked. They never worked well together. And that's why people have been saying, all right, we love CJ, but this is a lesser of two evils type of deal. He got to go because we need a front court. And Nurkic, Nurkic was doing all right until he broke his leg, but we need a beast down low to balance somebody like Damian Lillard out. That's why I keep advocating for bigs, because he needs somebody to be like, ball, or he has no conscience. And I'm pretty sure Chauncey's the type of coach that's like, look, we got to start moving the ball around. I don't think Chauncey's going to go for this much longer. Like, Stotts tolerated a lot of stuff from Damian Lillard that I don't think Chauncey's going to tolerate.
No, Chauncey look like he coming in with an iron fist. Like he mean business. I ain't gonna play with him.
Yup. And I've seen Damian's effort on defense was better this year. He was hurt, but it looked like his effort was better. All around the effort was better on defense, but they're just not talented enough to take the better teams at this point. So I don't know. I look at San Antonio as the model for a mid-market team or a small market team. Don't shoot for superstars. Shoot for well-built teams and a coaching philosophy and a playing philosophy that's a winning philosophy. I mean, yes, San Antonio had Kawhi and they had Tim Duncan and they had David Robinson, but they didn't have a whole lot else. They didn't rely on Ginobili and Parker, of course, but those guys were made into stars. They never went out and recruited big stars in San Antonio.
Yeah, you're right about that. Well, that is true. They just got lucky with those draft picks, man. Dudes turned into something else. The Hornets right now, they got to get going. But Melo making sure they stay in striking distance.
Ooh, look at that.
Rico said where Portland effed up is what they paid CJ and Dame, almost 80 mil combined. Shit's crazy. As a combo, they're not that good. What do you think
Not
about
as a
that?
combo. Individually, they are worth that money. But not as a
Do you ever
combo.
follow this? Do you ever follow this channel, Blazers Uprise?
Yeah, man, they're kind of grouchy over there, man.
Like, what you mean? I don't go. I only was watching them when they had Melo. I'm still subscribed, but I don't watch it all the time. But I know that they like one of the only dudes pushing the Blazers.
Yeah, they got some angry mods, and these dudes think they.
Well, you can't say anything.
Yeah, and they're pretty knowledgeable, but so they think they know just about everything. Everything gets greeted with a smart comment, and it's just they're just some assholes, to be honest with you, man. I'll keep it real.
Yeah.
There's certain sports channels I can't tolerate. I ain't gonna say no names. One in Los Angeles, everybody knows. There's certain sports personalities I can't tolerate, especially on YouTube.
What, on Los Angeles? What a channel in Los Angeles?
Yeah. It sounds like cricket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
I didn't know he lived in Los Angeles.
I think he does. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I can't tolerate him.
Have you ever tried to get on this panel?
Nah, just listening to him, you can't. It's hard to tolerate. I wouldn't even call or try to get on this panel because he's so hostile.
Yeah, he's pretending to an audience. He's feeding his base.
Yeah, and everybody got
That's all he doing. You got to feed the base. You got to feed the machine.
He's got his niche. He's like a shock jock for the NBA.
Yeah, he says some outlandish things.
But it ain't.
He's known though. I bet they know his ass.
Oh, they know him. They know him.
Take it. That dude is the hardest working dude on YouTube, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I say his name. That dude, like I said, I watch him like that. I used to watch him before I became a YouTuber. I was watching a lot when I would just watch YouTube videos. Now I only watch the people that I rock with, like Ball Facts, and I just heard all the Ball family content creators, really. Yeah.
No hate.
Just keeping it 100.
No hate. You're right. He works very hard. I liked RB to breakthrough before the NBA broke his shit.
Well, I was watching him too. Like I said, I used to watch a lot of people. Like Ticket now is like it's hard for me to watch him. Like not in the bad way. Like I said, it's just it's crazy. Why he put up so much shit, but he's entertaining now.
Yeah, maybe on a drunken night if I'm into it.
Shout out. You got FYF. You ever heard of FYF?
I think I've been with the FYF. They like spun off a Ticket, right?
I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to say.
And then
I don't have all the facts. I don't want to start talking.
I think they kind of.
But I think they did have a relationship as far as I'm concerned. I do think so. Shout out Rave Kingdom in the building.
Ayo Flight, check this out, man.
What's up?
Chicago as a team shooting 55, 44, and 85.7 from the stripe. They shooting almost 50, 40, 90 as a team.
Say them numbers one more time for me. My fault. I was looking at DeMar. This story. Say it one more time.
55.7 from the floor, 46 from three.
And who is this?
Chicago. And 85.7 from the free throw. They almost 50, 40, 90 as a team tonight. Listen,
let's be real. The Bulls are a better team. They're a little bit more advanced in their development than the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, that's evident, clear, no debating. I ain't gonna lie. Bridges is gonna kill himself out here trying to dunk on everybody. Like they keep going for the highlight play. It's just 2 points. You know what I mean? Bridges trying to get that big play to spark this team, I guess.
Well, I mean, he's good for that, but I don't think they're getting over this hump.
He almost hurt himself right there. You gotta be careful out there, Bridges.
Yeah.
That could have done that well. But he's a solid player. I like what I'm saying from Bridges. He's becoming into somebody.
Yeah, he is. But you're old enough to remember Latrell Sprewell.
Of course. Are you kidding me? Right? Yeah, listen, I'm from New York. I know I'm young, but I don't trust Latrell and fucking Allen Houston. Are you kidding me?
Latrell used to jump out of the gym.
Yo, Latrell was a problem.
I ain't never seen ups like that.
What was it? Why he wasn't one of the best players? What happened with Latrell?
He got hurt, and that slowed his athleticism a lot. And then the thing with PJ Carlesimo, that hurt his reputation when he choked PJ. Everybody was kind of happy because everybody thought PJ was an asshole.
Latrell used to be able to score it, right?
Yeah, he could get it every which way.
Like, what kind of player today you would compare him to?
Somewhat close to Bridges, but smooth.
Latrell?
Yeah, Latrell was a.
He's a better shooter, right?
Better shooter, but his attack on the basket was crazy. At least until he got hurt, there was no stopping him as a 6'6" guy, 6'7" guy.
Yeah, he was just dunking on everything.
Yeah, he was Tracy McGrady before.
Team out.
He got issues.
Yeah, we got to close. Well, they didn't cut it to 10 points. We about going to the end of the third. We got another quarter of basketball. Shout out Zen, rocking with Flight Sports on the calls.
Thanks for having me.
No, man, the shit. We appreciate having you, man. Like I said, we got to connect anyway. Because, like I said, do some more business. For real. I ain't just talking. We're gonna make it happen. We'll figure something out where we could do some collaborations and work together.
I'm with it.
Yeah, like I said, you got a lot of different markets I'm trying to tap into different stuff too, like different teams and things of that nature. Like you like to talk about the Blazers and like I like the Pelicans. So like we got a lot of Pelicans fans here. Like obviously it's a Lonzo Ball channel. Like we patiently awaiting his return. Like Lonzo's been hurt, so we just still go live every day. A lot of Lonzo creators that they don't work. They're waiting. We on the front lines every day. We don't go to we're not waiting. We don't really do this for the views, you know. We do this because we love it, you know. But like I said, a lot of people know that without Lonzo Ball, you know, the Lonzo creators are affected. You understand? So people, instead of working, they're just going to sit out and wait until he come back, you know, and get back. So, but that's not what I do. I continue to do this every day. So, like I said, when Lonzo gets back, I want to be able to still do Pelicans games and things of that nature. Zion Williamson is on his way back. I think Zion is going to be a major impact. Like I'm going to start live streaming Pelicans games as well. Okay. You know, so like you said, you got something going on with the Blazers, the Lakers. I even got a guy by the name of Goat Mike. He's a huge Laker fan. I even want to do some talks on Lakers. Like I want to. We all watch all the teams. I don't just watch just the Ball family. But the Ball family is the heartbeat and soul of this channel. But I still want to fool around with some stuff.
Yeah, I was under the impression you were covering both Lamelo and Lonzo.
We covering Lamelo, Lonzo, and Jello. It's just
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we are. This is a Ball family channel. This is the heartbeat and soul is Triple B's. This is the channel. Like I said, we got a lot of partners. With a lot of different people. We like I said, I don't want to say too much, but if you've been watching this channel, we have had some big baller brand representatives here. And like I said, that's the heartbeat and soul, you know, but we still do other things because we're creators. We got a lot of creativity. I got a lot of interest, you understand, outside of basketball as well, but I ain't gonna do it all in 1 second, you know. Yeah, I look up and see 50,000 different things. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, I'm kind of scattered like that, but I'm all in on Triple B, man, and the whole brand and what
yes, definitely Triple B,
amazing. The fact that Lamelo is at 20, the man that he is already says everything about that family.
Right.
He's already one of the most confident players in the NBA.
Right.
And handles it with grace. You don't even expect, I mean, we had that one issue with Jello, but you don't even expect these dudes to have any real side issues or, major distractions. And I think as a family, they figured it out the most difficult route. You got to admire the route that they took because they could have just gave in to the NCAA. And that's, especially as black folks, what they did was incredible. To tell that organization to kiss my ass, you know what? I'm taking my son to Lithuania. I'm taking my son wherever he got to go to get this done. And then y'all see us, on TV. That's some amazing stuff, man. And I know Jello's going to make it because I know this family. Ain't no doubt in my mind Jello's going to make it. And when he makes it, he ain't going to be no slouch.
Yeah.
And boys, it's a real thing. I'm looking forward to the next 15, 20 years of it.
Yeah, me too. You got 89, 76. You said who, Jello?
Yeah, he gonna ball.
Yes, Jello. Right now, Jello is starting. See, the G League has been very tough to cover because, like I said, you don't know what was going on with Jello. Is he gonna play a full game or 2 minutes or 5, 6? Who knows? But now with Jello starting, there seems to be a little bit more consistency. So we're looking forward. I know I am, and we're looking forward to. We should be covering a lot of Jello. So
I'm hoping to see him in Summer League this year. That's where I'm waiting to see Summer League. If he shows out in Summer League, he'll definitely get on.
Oh yeah. So he gonna play in Summer League. That's what's gonna be another busy summer. There's gonna be a lot going on.
I'm sure that's what he's aiming for at this point too. Get home, get in Summer League, and get it done.
Yeah.
It's just fun to watch the process, man. Look at a guy like Embiid or a guy like Giannis came over here raw. And our guys are no different. They just, their talent needs to be fostered. Some guys make it, some guys don't. But it's always nice to watch them make it.
You're right about that. Shout out Slim. He said only teammates on the Nets now reunited on the Cavs. Cavs, LeVert, and Jared Allen. I think I seen they threw an alley oop to him. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Nets. I mean, them Cavs, man. Watch out. That'll be a hell of a 2K team. I'm telling you.
They just got better too, right?
Yeah, the Cavs is real, and they got Mobley. They got a lot of pieces. They got like a collection of pieces, you know.
Who they just pick up on trade wires? So I'm trying to remember who they picked up recently.
They got Karis LeVert.
Oh yeah,
Rondo. They got Ron. What do you mean? He's gonna be a good pick.
I love Karis LeVert.
He's not going there to be the man though.
Well, he's a mid-range assassin. I'm not sure this is the game for mid-range assassins to be the man anymore.
Right, it's 91-76. Melo for 3. He cashed. Melo is keeping these dudes afloat.
Sure is. 12-point game. Take a look at his shooting percentage.
Melo got 26 points. He putting the points on the board.
10 for 20.
Yeah.
So he's 50-50, 100 right now. Can't ask for better than that.
Can't. So Darius Garland just dropped 26 tonight. Yeah, Darius Garland is true. I think he's gonna be that guy.
I have not been watching the Cavs this year.
I haven't. I have to start keeping a closer eye on them because they balling. So I got to pay some respect.
What's up with Sexton?
That's what I'm saying. I would think. He probably gonna be the odd man out. Expect for him to be traded this summer.
Yeah, he might get traded by tomorrow afternoon.
Well, he's hurt, so it might be beneficial for him to come back.
Okay.
At least right now they might get pennies on the dollar. It depends if they want. If somebody they could fleece somebody, yeah. But it might be smarter maybe to revisit that shit next season. Believe it or not, they probably can get a haul for Sexton.
Makes sense. I mean, he was the best thing on the team before that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're probably gonna need him to come back, play, and trade him next year. Or if you can get a move, he 100% healthy, this, that, and the third. Maybe you could trade him in the summer. But you could get a haul if you save him and trade him a year from today. They'll get a haul. I don't know if they're gonna wait that long, but
he reminds me so much of De'Aaron Fox. Colin Sexton. Same type of player, speedy as hell. Wiry. Who shot that? Tomorrow.
Yeah, I got 91-81. 9 minutes 27.
I got 94-81.
Yeah, 94-81 now.
Okay, we on the same.
Yep, Jamar at the line.
Brittany Renner, baby daddy.
Wow.
That's what he's known for. That's what he's known. He might as well put that shit on his jersey.
Shit's crazy. But she's a Slim Kenhoos' brother Nets messed up for real. They sent their entire team to Cleveland for Harden.
Yeah, they should have kept J.A. They should have kept Karis LeVert before that, and they'd be better off in both instances.
Yeah, they did. They gave up their pieces because they always want to make a move. You know, that's what these dudes do. They got to come to a team with a haul of assets. Mm-hmm. Like that's what the Lakers did. They done accumulated so much young talent, draft picks. LeBron James saw that shit as a gold mine. You know, came up there and ravished that shit. You know what I mean? Just took it all over. And that's what they did to Brooklyn. Yeah. You know, they couldn't pull that shit in New York. That's why, they probably could have. But I'm just saying, Brooklyn, they could just run wild. That's why they picked Brooklyn instead of the Knicks. New York is still some – and it would have been pressure. The shit that they get away with right now, it's like they like flying completely under the radar. I know that they got the flashlight on, but if they was with the Knicks right now, they would have took center stage with this bullshit. Dudes want to be able to walk the streets of New York moving like this.
They probably happy they're not.
The Nets, they don't demand anything. Like they don't really have much of a fan base like the Nets. That's not even a real fan base.
Too bad they're not still in Jersey. We could have.
That's
had
what I'm
these
saying.
jerseys.
If they would have stayed in Jersey, it would have been some more pride or something. It's like this bullshit. Like nobody give a fuck about the Nets or
That whole
Brooklyn. Who
Kyrie
cares?
situation is
If they won the
disgusting.
championship, that shit ain't even gonna feel like it was from New York. Right?
At this point,
Who cares? Like, I don't even root for Brooklyn. Like if Brooklyn, I'm rooting for the other team. It's like I just don't like that they picked the Brooklyn Nets instead of the New York Knicks. One thing I give credit to LeBron, he would have never went to the Clippers. If LeBron gonna come to New York, he gonna go to the real franchise.
I see what you're saying, but
Yeah,
the
LeBron didn't go to the Clippers. He could have went to the Clippers.
The Knicks haven't really lived up to the status of the Lakers.
Well, shit, the Lakers didn't live up to it either. The Lakers, besides all that shit, I mean, come on, you LeBron James, you come there and fix the whole organization.
Okay, but the Knicks ain't won since '76.
And that's why it would have been a better move. What if you would have won that championship in New York? See, they could win $1 million in Brooklyn. They probably ain't gonna get none. But the sad part is that they should have picked the Knicks. All jokes aside, the basketball move should have been the Knicks. Am I right or wrong?
I don't know. James Dolan's a problem.
Man, Dolan ain't even a factor. They gonna keep me. They're gonna keep singing that song till the cows come home.
I mean, you got
He's
Thibodeau now. I
Yes.
mean, I'm looking at it through the window now, where you got a coach like Thibodeau. I think you're on the right track, but I don't know, man. The Knicks are just one of those dysfunctional organizations. It's kind of like, you know, that line from Vampire in Brooklyn. That's what you get for betting on the Knicks. I mean, they're unreliable. Until they become reliable. I don't know. I think they looked at the map and they said Brooklyn would be cool. We don't want to go to practice in upstate New York and have to go to games in Madison Square because that's a problem too. The Knicks practice facilities in Westchester County. So that's a big issue for the Knicks that they need to fix. And being that Kyrie's from Jersey, you know, cross the Verrazano and the Staten Island and one more bridge and you're in Jersey.
Yeah.
So I kind of look at it geographically and the fact that the Knicks practice facility is in Westchester County and people don't like going up there.
That is true. I mean, people don't realize that they're not even operating in the city of New York.
Nope.
They don't even live in New York. Them dudes be living in Jersey.
Of course.
Because they operate more closer out there. They don't be in the city. To be honest with you, New York is not really I'm trying to think. New York is not like every other city. Like, and I'm from New York. It's a dirty place. You understand? It's not nice. It's not pretty. You understand? So they got to go out to Westchester and all of that shit to the good facilities. You understand?
Right.
It's just in my opinion. You know, where they gonna go? I mean, the Nets got something, but where the Nets practicing at? They practicing in Brooklyn, right?
Probably. I'm not sure, but
I think they in the city though.
The Knicks should stop being cheap.
They need to build something.
Buy 2 floors of a high rise and make that your practice facility or some shit like that. Create something. But a lot of guys don't like that commute.
Yeah,
that's something I've heard a lot.
Nigga, I think RJ he live in Jersey.
Yeah.
Well, some dudes be living in Jersey. They don't live in New York. I mean, shit, where you go? To be honest with you, where you gonna go? You know, where you gonna move to? The traffic in New York is crazy, especially for them dudes that gotta get there. You get a penthouse in Manhattan. What are you saying?
Right. I was gonna say, I imagine you live in Jersey between Westchester County and Brooklyn, basically, between the two. That's what I would do. Try to straddle the bridge between practice and work. That's probably what they do the most.
Yeah, we got 100. Oh, this nigga Zach, 103.87. They're going for the juggler.
Yeah, he put a laser on that one.
Knicks are quietly building and moving pieces around. Yeah, I like what the Knicks are doing. Knicks is doing the best they can at this point.
They're still the Knicks, but they need to show that they can attract free agents too. That's the other thing. We haven't seen them pull a big free agent in a long time.
Yeah, New York is not the best city, like for like other places where they get to do stuff and a little discreet. There's no real discreet, low key places where you're gonna have a Knicks practice facility that's not gonna get mobbed. You understand? Dudes, if we try to break it, that motherfucker, where they gonna go?
See, you would think the opposite though. It's like LA people don't bug on celebrities because they see them all the time, but maybe New York's more insular, where you don't see the celebrities as much.
That too, but yeah, I mean, Hollywood is obviously more. You see more, but what I was gonna say, oh my goodness, Kelly Oubre just threw it on. Who the hell he dunked on? Was that Vooch?
Yeah,
Oh
right in
my
his
God!
eye, right in his eye.
So he messed up the post now. You found him.
Who's gonna have to have?
That was a post now.
He gonna get his eye flushed.
Let me see what just happened. It was an accident. They called an offensive foul on that.
Finger in the eye.
And these dudes got the nerve. This dude Bridges got the nerve to scream afterwards.
They called an offensive foul.
He hit him in the face. Yeah, so he messed up the post now. Knicks are young too, yeah. Y'all say Zion going to the Knicks. I don't know. I want him to go to the Knicks. We got some pieces for you. Get Obi. We'll give you Obi, a couple of other guys. We holding the pieces for the big trade.
I mean,
whether it's Damian Lillard, Zion, we got the pieces. We holding on.
That would resurrect the Knicks to get Zion.
Yeah, it depends, especially with version. Depending with RJ and Cam Reddish, I think everything is there. Everything is in place. It's just now you need Zion to say he went out.
Homie
And the Knicks will be one of them teams. What'd you say?
I don't think he's going to show up unless he's ready this time. That's what I feel about Zion. I think he got humiliated, and I don't think he's the type that takes humiliation lightly. And so I expect the best out of him. I have no reason to think he's not going to come out in tip-top shape.
Maybe
Just
right
my
about
personal opinion.
He's in tip-top shape.
That's what I expect. For them to sit him down for a year in the prime of his career, that's got to hurt. It's got to hurt a lot. It's got to bother him. Something has to bother him.
Oh, Zion, right?
Yeah. You know, that's part of the growth process, like with Westbrook. I expect this shit to hurt Westbrook's pride to the point where he actually does something at some point. It has to. It has to affect him. This guy was a damn MVP. Now he can't make a layup.
Yeah, that's wild. Jessica said, I don't think he's going to the Knicks. And yes, I think this hurts Zion. I don't know.
Who did he come in with? Well, RJ is balling. Did they come in the same year?
Yeah, oh yeah. They always got drafted the same.
Ja Morant
RJ
came in that year.
Yeah, it was Zion, Ja, RJ, and then the rest. I forgot who was the other picks.
So look at his draft class and look where he's at.
Look who's at.
Zion. Look what the rest of his draft class is doing, and look what he's doing.
Right.
He's here in Portland rehabbing, while the rest of his draft class is Ja Morant, Jackson Hayes, Darius Garland. I'm looking at it now. 2019. Kobe White, Cam Reddish, Rui Hachimura, Tyler Hero, Brittany Renner's baby daddy, Nasir Little.
105.89. 107.89. They're now Roots working.
Jordan Poole.
Oh my God, Melo doing everything he can.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he was drafted number 1.
Who was drafted number 1?
Zion in 2019. Morant after him, Barrett after Morant.
Yeah. Now, I got the Hawks Celtics on Sunday. You got a dog?
Yeah, his little pesky ass.
What kind of dog you got?
He's a terrier mix, about 30 pounds.
Mm. I used to have a dog. That's something we trying to go outside.
He's picky. He just wants attention right
All the
now.
time, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
finish this and then take care.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap up the game. And then, like I said, I'll shut it down. But it's 107.90.
Right.
6 minutes left. Let's see what happens. Even though all down, they're just gonna keep adding insult to the injury. They gonna keep scoring on them. I'm like, damn, Charlotte got to get back in this. There's still a little bit of time right here. This is it.
5:56.
It's a long shot, but they can hit a few threes, get some stops. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Terry just made a layup.
I was getting ready to say, "Where's Rozier?" I ain't heard his number.
Yeah, how you think that fit is with Terry and Lamelo? I like to see him with a different shooting guard.
I think it's a collision because Terry.
He's a point guard too.
Ego. Yeah, and he has an ego. He wants the ball in his hand.
He deferred to Lamelo though. I will give Terry Rozier credit though. He will let Melo do his thing. He's not getting in his way though.
I've seen him wave Melo off at least once or twice.
I mean, he probably has.
Yeah, but I mean that's why I say I think there's going to be a conflict between them two because I kind of saw that once or twice. But
he know that Lamelo was the guy. They knew that Lamelo was going to be the guy last year. You know, they knew they didn't draft him third for no reason. When you draft a point guard, but I mean, he's safe, man. They paid him the money and they got rid of what's the name. So it's not like they saying we're going to get rid of you.
Yeah, he just reminds me of Dennis Schroeder in the sense that
he's a little better than Schroeder.
What I mean is he's a really good player who sometimes overestimates himself. That's what I would say about Rozier. Like right now, he's 6 for 17. He's 2 for 10 from the floor. Not having a good night to say the least. 33 minutes of play. He's been out there almost as long as anyone else, and he's not starring tonight. He's a negative 14. Kelly Oubre's the only one on the team as a starter with a lower negative rating than him in the box tonight. So, I think Rozier is a good number 2. I just don't think he knows he's a number 2 yet. Maybe LaMelo's asserting that, but in his mind, I think he's a 1 in his mind. Only in his mind.
Yeah, like I said, he went at it with Kyrie, Remember, he got into it with Kyrie.
I mean,
you don't remember that?
I don't remember it, but
no, not. Well, I mean, he had a fallout with Kyrie when they was doing something. What the hell they were doing? Oh my God, I'm looking at hoop jogging right now. If you're in the LA and need something to do, join me tonight at the Lions with Legends Comedy Show hosted by. Yeah, my man is out in LA doing his thing.
Okay.
Shout out hoop jogging.
Yeah. Levine with another deep ball, missed it. Levine acting like he's feeling it. Let me see what he's shooting tonight. 7 for 16, 5 for 10 for 3.
Right.
Zach Levine's got 25. DeRozan has 33. For the Hornets, Bridges has 20. LaMelo has 27. Oubre and Rozier having bad shooting nights. Their points really aren't all that significant. Basically, LaMelo and Miles ain't got no help out there tonight.
Yeah.
PJ Washington 1 for 5 from the floor. It's bad.
113.97. Yeah, this is wild right here. Shout out Rico. He said when Zion come back, people gonna jump back, and yes, because they can't get Bi. That's what I'm saying. But they're gonna quickly realize that Bi is the man out there, not Zion. He got the team. Melo got 30 points right now, y'all.
I think what Zion is, Zion's such a freak that he doesn't need the ball.
He just need to get them putbacks, man. They can do a lot with Zion.
Yeah. And once he develops a reliable jumper, that'll just be the added element to his game. But I think put him down in the box and let him operate.
Yeah.
Don't slow the game down. Just if he's open, let him do his thing. Otherwise, let him battle it. Who's that? Washington from 3?
Yeah.
Vucevic, Levine, back to Vucevic. Kelly Oubre with the steal.
Charlotte. 113, 102.
11-point game. It's closing. It's getting tight. Who's that? Kobe? Nah. Brown Jr.
Oh, they thought Melo was gonna launch that.
For a second.
What? They had to commit. Shout out
Melo.
Jessica. She said yes, it's BI's team, but it's good that the Pelicans are building without Zion. So when Zion come back, it won't be so much pressure. Zion can just do his thing. I agree with that. I think that's what they need to do. So they're not putting pressure on Zion. He'll just be extra. He's gonna be like y'all mid-season acquisition, like y'all made a trade. That's what Zion gonna be. He's gonna just take y'all over the hump because y'all playing good, but he could arguably be the best player on the team. And Lord have mercy if he's healthy. Like we get an update on Zion, and he done slimmed out. He man.
He done got off the bud.
Whatever the hell he's doing. If that dude gets serious about this game, man, the Pelicans can really do something.
Yeah, I got faith in the kid.
Yeah, I think it's good. The cherry on top.
Too much promise. I mean, $1 million smile, charisma that shows up on TV. I mean, you can see the commercials writing themselves. Really. And we ain't seen none of it. What one Nike commercial nationally?
Yeah, one. Steph Curry for D.
The one Nike commercial he did was while he was at Duke, and that wasn't a good commercial. When he came out them shoes.
Right. Charles Slum. The Pelicans are wide open. Is that pause?
There you go. Fouled under the basket by White.
Yeah, well, I think it's gonna be an uphill battle, but I don't know. The Hornets needed this game too.
You had to say about 500.
How many? You said they about to be 500?
If they lose this, yeah, 28-28.
I ain't gonna front. They hit the wall heavy.
They don't have the horses. It's that simple. With that roster.
Were they overachieved?
Where's Gordon Hayward?
That is. Gordon Hayward is out indefinitely. He might be out the whole season. He down there broke his fucking leg again. Okay. He didn't break, but he got some torn ligaments. He out indefinitely.
Early to mid.
I think that's the leg. I think that might have been the leg where it happened at. Where the injury occurred. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me. But
okay,
they said all I know for a fact is some torn ligaments in that ankle, and he's out indefinitely. Ain't no time limit. He could be out the whole season. I think they think he will be. That's gonna hurt them.
Yeah,
they could use a move right now. They could get somebody. If it's not a trade, pick somebody up. They need to try to cover those points. Got 1:35 left.
This Charlotte team kind of reminds me of Boston a couple years ago, where when they lost their star, that's when Tatum and Bryant. Well, Tatum really rose up when Boston lost their star to injury. Was it Hayward? Hayward got injured in Boston, and that's when Jason Tatum stepped into the lineup, if I'm not mistaken. And it was just a little bit of a process, but this young Hornets team, kind of reminds me of that Boston team where they're just on the brink of making some noise. got the young talent there. Maybe 1 or 2 veterans need to lead the squad in order for them to get better, or maybe a veteran or 2 needs to be added to the squad for them to get better. But they seem like they're on the brink.
Right. 121, 105. We got a stop. He's delaying the game now.
Yeah, I think we can call it flight.
Yeah, I think it's about game.
All right, bro. Well, thanks for having me.
No
on
problem.
today.
Shout out, Zen. We about to get up out of here, y'all. We appreciate everybody. It's a game. Expect some drops. Everybody hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. It's Flight Sports.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.